is ramping up, and the All-Star voting has everyone talking. Who makes it? Who are the snubs? It's the most wonderful time of the year, and we're here to celebrate. All that and much more to come on this episode of the Ball Game Podcast. I'm Tom, joined by my two co-hosts.
I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
So we have a lot to talk about today. That
That's you.
distracted me. But before we get into all that, if you like what you've seen, if you want to see more of it, drop a like, subscribe, ring that bell. I do apologize. I'm a little sick, so I'm going to sound like, well, I'm sick. And I'm going to try to not like cough into the microphone and sniffle into the microphone, but it's going to happen. So I apologize in advance.
Follow us on all of our socials.
Yes.
The
Follow us
usual.
on all of our socials. You guys know the drill.
We back.
We back.
We
Yeah,
are.
it's
Oh
been
my
a
God.
while. Sorry. We just, holidays and, me and Matt are in
Nah,
school.
I'm gonna be honest
Been
with
a
you.
lot
It was
going on.
school kicking
Yeah,
my
yeah.
fucking ass.
Yeah. We've had a lot
Um,
going on, so we apologize. We're going to definitely be more consistent going forward.
Yeah, I love all you guys. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
very sorry that I haven't been able to, do podcasts as much
Yeah.
because of the whole school situation. But shit sucks, man. We have to take care of that stuff. Get our degree,
Life gets
so.
in the way, unfortunately. So make us rich so we don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, I'll quit school if you guys make me rich. So,
Yeah.
so that's up to you guys.
How we doing today?
Great, honestly. It's the Christmas season. I'm in good spirits. Very excited. I actually have a little bit more Christmas shopping, unfortunately, due today in the Staten Island Mall.
Same.
So that's going to be a real great
Pull up.
time. So I'll see any of
The
you guys
Staten
there.
Island Mall was cool.
It was
for
fun.
shopping. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad. There was stuff.
I was in Jersey yesterday, so I forgot what the name of the fucking mall is. It's a completely different one than the one that I usually go to. Most beautiful mall I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not like
It's not the Dream Mall.
no, it wasn't the Dream Mall. It was unbelievable.
That mall's crazy. The
I've
Dream
never been
Mall.
to the
I've actually
Dream
never
Mall.
been there.
Dream Mall's crazy.
Never been to the Dream Mall
I
either.
did some
But
of my shopping there.
how's your holiday season, Chris?
It's good. My uncle's here from Florida, so that's nice. Nice to
Nice.
see him.
Nice.
It's cool. Yeah, we went to the Lights and Decker Heights yesterday.
Oh, you
Oh,
did? You
always a
already
good
did it?
time.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
They weren't hitting the same, man.
No.
This Christmas season doesn't feel like the Christmas
It
season.
doesn't. It's not. I feel like it doesn't feel like Christmas as early as it used to.
No.
I don't know why. It's
Yeah,
usually, like, the
Christmas
last
just
week.
kind of like appeared.
Yeah, it's just like the last week or so. Maybe because it's like Christmas is so early in the week this year. So
Yeah,
don't know.
bro.
You-
Yes, I was talking about this with one of my regulars at Hobra, and they said to me, they were like, it really doesn't feel like Christmas. And I'm like, honestly, it sucks that Christmas is on a Monday.
Yeah.
And like Christmas Eve on a Sunday feels so weird,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so odd.
It's cool that
Um,
there's football.
Yes, I will say that. Very cool that there's football on Christmas Eve. And then obviously Christmas football as well. Football today. We have 3 straight days of football.
yeah.
So
we'll get into
Yeah.
that.
so a whole lot of football that we're going to
Oh.
be also talking about later today. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like Christmas Eve tomorrow, Christmas the following day. A lot of time with family. That's
sure.
that's definitely the bright side of all this.
Sure.
So and ball game is part of that family.
Ball game is
So,
part of that family. You
ball
guys
game
are
is part of that
our-
family.
Our Christmas celebration.
So yeah.
I almost didn't make it today. I was a game time decision, bro. I felt like death yesterday, so I chugged half a bottle of Mucinex.
That
Powered
would do.
through. I woke up this morning. I was like, I couldn't breathe through my nose, so I was like, bro, if I'm gonna sit on the mic, like, I can't do it. I'll have to cancel. But we
He's
here,
here,
power
man.
through,
He cares so much.
doing what
He's
we gotta
here.
do. Yeah.
This is all
Um,
for you guys. Keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
I'm pointing
um,
there like it's not there.
All right, so let's just get into everything here. Do we want to start with the big one?
Start with the big.
gotta
one.
Start with the
start
big one.
with the
So
big
NBA
guns.
All-Star voting has opened. Always controversy around the NBA All-Star game. Who makes it? There's always one or two guys that get snubbed, and everyone's like, "Oh, how did that guy get snubbed?" I'm really curious how this is going to go. I had a tough time with this.
It was not fun.
Tough time, man.
This was not fun.
The last like 2 spots, because the 2 spots are wild card spots. So, if you don't know, because I had to redo my list. The format is 2 backcourt, 3 front court, 2 wild cards for the bench. So
and obviously the
12
starters are the
spots, yeah,
same
and the
thing with
starters
the 2
are-
front court.
yeah.
I mean 3 front court and 2 back. court,
right,
so
yeah. I think we start with the East because it's a little less
a little
controversial.
easier.
Yeah. Okay.
In my personal opinion.
All right. So how
the
did everyone-
backcourt, honestly, the backcourt wasn't that easy to be honest.
No.
For starters, in terms of the starters, picking the starters was not easy for me.
Nope.
I'll go first because I already know someone's not going to like this. My 2 starters in the Eastern Conference, Tyrese Halliburton and Tyrese Maxey. Halliburton is the best player on a team that currently has a winning record, putting up historically efficient numbers in terms of passing and scoring the ball. And Tyrese Maxey, the second best player on a team that we're looking at right now as a potential championship contender. Yes, he's the second on a great team to Joel Embiid, the MVP to this point in the season, in my personal opinion. But he's also averaging an incredibly efficient 27 points per game, had to change his entire role, and he's been unbelievable on one of the best teams in the entire league. Philadelphia 76ers deserve 2 All-Stars. Both of them should start.
I'll go next. I also have the 2 Tyreses. Matty J, you pretty much hit all the points. Halliburton has been leading that Pacers team, and no one really expected them to be as good as they are offensively. Halliburton's been killing it, having like a historically good offensive season, like you said. And Maxey, yeah, I like that he had to, change his role pretty much, and he became a better player. You just don't see that often. And again, he's second fiddle to Joel Embiid. So does that hurt his case? I don't know. When you're a championship contender, I think that your impact matters more.
Yes.
So I don't mind him being a second fiddle, but I have the Tyreses in there.
All right, man. So Tyrese Halliburton should be a lock to be a starter. I have him as a starter. He's having a great year. You guys mentioned everything. He's been historic. Lately, it hasn't been that great. Over his last 7, shooting 28% from 3. He hasn't been, obviously, the playmaking is always going to be there, but the scoring hasn't been that great lately, but he should be a lock. Trae Young has to be an all-star starter. Trae Young, over his last 15 games, is averaging 32 points, 11 assists, and he is shooting 45% from 3 on 11 attempts per game. He's been cracked. He's been playing the best basketball of his career. The playmaking is historic. Like I've been saying for years, over a player's first 5 years in the NBA, it's historic shit, what he's been doing consistently. And when the 3 ball is falling like this, I mean, this is a Trae Young that we talk about that could be an engine of an offense. This is a Trae Young we talk about that could potentially be the best player on a team. Can he be the best player on a championship team? Probably not. Becky Hammon handled that debate this week, but
she did really well with that debate.
I mean, the way Trae Young's playing right now, he's a top 4 to 5 offensive player in the league right now. And not only do I think he's an all-star starter, he should be a lock to be an all-star starter. I really don't think Tyrese Maxey has a case over him. Like, it's not even close. I think there's an argument that he is the first starter over Tyrese Halliburton. I think there's a really good argument that he's having a better season than Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah, it's not showing up in the win column, but I promise you, you watch the games, it's not his fault. He's playing the best defense of his career. Obviously, he's never going to be a plus on the defensive end. He's smaller than me. He's never going to be a plus on that end. Can he try? Can he get in the passing lanes, get some steals? That's exactly what he's doing. I mean, over the stretch, his last 15, he's averaging a whole steal a game. I'll take that. He hasn't been the worst defender in all of basketball, and that's a plus for Trae Young, being not the worst defender in all of basketball. When you're getting this elite playmaking, making everyone around him better. I mean, you look at Bogdan, he's having a career year. He's probably the 6th man of the year right now, the way he's playing. And I mean, shout out to the Pivot Fade, because they'll show you the what's it called? The assist network. I want to pull it up right now, Trae Young's assist network. But I mean, the majority of his assists are to Bogdan, which is pretty crazy. Give me a sec. Bear with me.
Yeah, there it is.
See, he has 65 total assists to Bogdan this year, which is a good percent of his assists. It doesn't say the total.
It's 2.7 assists per game.
2.11. Yeah. But no, I think Trae Young's a lock. I mean, shooting the ball 40+% from 3 for a guy who's going to shoot that many while also creating the way he's going to create. He's clearly the best player on his team right now, which obviously it's not Tyrese Maxey's fault that he plays with Joel Embiid, but he plays with Joel Embiid. Trae Young is just asked to do more. He's just as efficient as Tyrese Maxey right now while taking on an increased role as a playmaker. I think it's no question. It's no question.
So over the course of the season, that also matters too, though, because he hasn't been as efficient as Tyrese Maxey throughout the entirety of the season. Have his last 10 been phenomenal? Yes. And like, I'm not going to take away from that, obviously, but I do have to factor in the entirety of the season. I do have to factor in team success because that also matters in terms of my all-star voting. It sucks that Trey doesn't have a better second player. Like DeJounte's good, but no, he's not a Joel Embiid. Like, obviously, we know that. But Tyrese Maxey has stepped into a role of being the second best player on a championship level team, a team with the fourth best record in the entire NBA. We're talking 20-8 as opposed to 12-16. And that is, as much as I hate to say it for Trey, like that is pretty much just my argument for Maxey as to why he should start. Like averaging 27 on a legitimate championship level contender right now, shooting over 47% from the field, 40% from three. Like that's some crazy shit from a guy that was barely averaging 20 last season and wasn't asked to do nearly the amount that he's doing this season. Also averaging upwards of six assists per game. Let me double check this, but
he's averaging
7 assists per game. Yeah, it's 6.8 assists per game. There we go. I mean, it's impressive and it's something else. So I personally have to give Tyrese Maxey his flowers. Yes, that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be an all-star starter spot because regardless, he should be on your ballot, and I believe he will be on the reserves. But I think personally he deserves.
I don't know. I think it's just
this position.
I get like, yeah, Tyrese Maxey's on a team that wins more, but that doesn't really tell any of the story to me. I mean, he plays with the MVP right now. He's like Tyrese Maxey's great and he's an all-star. He's going to be on my all-star ballot, like for sure. But Trae Young being the number one and being as efficient as he's been and being as elite of a playmaker as he's arguably been the best playmaker in the NBA this year, in a year where the NBA has Jokic and a year where the NBA has this guy, Tyrese Halliburton, that everyone's calling generational and all that. There's a real argument that Trae Young has been the best. I mean, you watch Trae Young, I mean, he has a bunch of 15 assist games, and like you watch these highlights and just the highlights, you don't even have to watch the full game, but watch his passes. He is arguably a guy's career worth of highlight passes in one game. Like just the passes he's making, the angles he's making, the way he's operating out of the pick and roll. And you got to factor in the coverage he's seeing. Think about the coverage Trae Young sees on a pick and roll with Clint Capella versus the coverage Tyrese Maxey is going to see on a pick and roll with Joel Embiid. It's different because of Joel Embiid's gravity. And obviously that's not a knock on Tyrese Maxey. Like you have to just play basketball. I'm not knocking Tyrese Maxey for seeing different coverage, but when we're talking about all-stars and talking about who's having a better season, I think the coverages they see, the load they take on, the load they swallow, it just
No pause there.
it really
No
matters.
pause for that one.
I just think it really matters. Like when it's so close and when statistically there is like an argument for both guys, like you mentioned, Tyrese Maxey's been hella efficient. He's taken a huge jump in terms of his playmaking. Like that can't be understated. It's not Trae Young playmaking, but a guy like Tyrese Maxey averaging 7 assists a game isn't nothing. Like that's really elite level playmaking, especially out of the pick and roll. Like he's a great pick and roll player. He's just not Trae Young.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, look, I understand that, but it's also like, for him to be as efficient scoring the ball, he's also got a 4.3 assist to turnover ratio as well, which is a big deal, especially because he's being thrusted into a role that he wasn't, familiar with last season. And I'm not saying like he wasn't running pick and roll. He didn't have the ball in his hands nearly as much as he does this season, obviously with James Harden being on the team and stuff. So for him to have as great of an assist to turnover ratio, for him to be as efficient in both areas of the floor and then lead to team success the way it has, like Joel Embiid is also having his best like season, not because of Tyrese, but it helps that Tyrese is so dynamic coming
Tyrese
off of screens.
him.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure,
absolutely.
For sure.
They help each other. Obviously Embiid probably more so than Tyrese, but Tyrese being as dynamic as he is and making quick decisions the way he is, how explosive he is on the ball, might be the fastest player in the entire NBA next to De'Aaron Fox. So, I mean, look, I gotta give the nod to the guy, and I'm very happy to see the Tyrese Maxey breakout happening like this. But look, either way,
I don't know.
You could lean Trae Young, and most people likely will, but I don't know. I love my guy Maxey, so I had to give him his flowers here with the starting spot. So
All right.
stick in
That's
the
good.
East. Or do you
Yeah.
wanna go to the West.
No,
Stay in
stick with these. So the 2 forward spots.
These I don't think
Pretty
we're gonna argue.
self-explanatory, yeah. Tatum and Giannis.
The 3 front court
Oh, okay.
spots.
Tatum,
Yeah.
Giannis, Embiid.
Yes. Yeah. It's without question. We don't even got to argue that.
All right. So now we go to the bench. So we're gonna do the same format, right? 2 guards, 3 forwards. Okay.
Yeah.
My 2 guards off the bench are Trey and Jalen Brunson. I think honestly, like me having Brunson above, like, let's say Damian Lillard, I don't think it really matters. I mean,
No, 'cause they're both
on
gonna
the
make
bench.
it.
Like, what's the difference? But the first two names I thought of were Trae Young and Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is absolutely hooping. Not solo carrying the Knicks team because there's another guy out there that's doing well, but changed the dynamic of the Knicks altogether. Just had a 50-point game against the Suns where he shot 9 of 9 from 3. The guy's an all-star. Like, let's last year it was an argument. He obviously didn't make it, but he's an all-star this year, no question about it. And Trae Young, I think we talked enough about why he's an all-star, but he's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the flip side of things, I have Tyrese Maxey in there. I'm kind of deciding on the fly right now. I think both these guys that I'm between, I'm going to get them in anyway on a wild card. So I guess
yes.
just for shits and gigs right now, I'll say Jalen Brunson for everything you hit on. So my 2 reserve guards are going to be Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Brunson. Had a 50-point game. Like, Jalen Brunson, he's replicating everything he did last year, probably even better and more efficient.
better,
I mean,
yeah.
he's a fun player to watch too, because I don't want to say manipulates, but he manipulates the game and he's getting to his spots. Like, he's playing. It looks like Jalen Brunson's playing chess while the defense is playing
He
checkers.
has so many spots.
He's so many spots. He's so many counters. Like, if you play him a certain way, okay, I'm going to get to my mid-range this way. Oh, you're going to play me this way, I'm going to blow right by you, and I'm going to get to the rim and finish. Or I'm going to draw a foul, which, I know a lot of people feel a certain way about dudes who draw fouls, but Jalen Brunson's one of the best at drawing fouls in the entire NBA, and that's a skill.
Yeah.
Especially in playoff basketball. You got to be able to get the line.
Did you guys see what JJ Redick said about drawing fouls? He was he was rattling off the numbers about how because what you said about drawing fouls just made me think of it. He said how the best players of all time draw fouls. Like, I just wanted to have that conversation.
It's a skill.
I'm saying people say that as if it's a bad thing. And
you look at Giannis. He dropped 60 the other day and shot 30 free throws.
Yeah.
Like, you watch the game, like, they maybe not 30 times worth, but like, they be fouling him, and like, that's okay. That's the only way to stop these dominant guys, especially the big guys. Like,
bro, how are you stopping Giannis coming down?
Giannis's one weakness in his game is probably free throw shooting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's
what are you
the
gonna do?
only way to stop him is to foul him. Like,
it's just like watch Giannis go to the rim, watch LeBron go to the rim. They probably get fouled every time. Every time
the
they
sad
drive.
part is
like Michael Jordan. How are you stopping Michael Jordan one-on-one other than fouling him?
Yeah.
Fucking Wilt Chamberlain. How are you stopping that guy other than fouling
Michael
him?
Jordan, especially because you couldn't play help defense.
Right.
So
in that era,
it was just you versus him. Like, what are you gonna do?
Bro, the sad part is like, like LeBron doesn't get any calls. That needs to be stated too. LeBron doesn't really get any calls.
Why he started flopping so much back in the day.
It sucks because like he deserves to get more calls than he does. Like he drives to the rim almost as much as anyone else. But I mean, we'll get into LeBron when we get into LeBron.
Posted the other day some shit. It was like LeBron was like second in
drives,
rim field goal attempts and like 24th in free throw attempts. Like, that really doesn't correlate.
Nope.
It's not like LeBron's a guy who drives like to avoid contact. Like, LeBron seeks contact, so it's strange. But that's been his whole career.
I'm with the both of you. It's Trey. I have Trae Young in this case, who's right there for a starting spot, and then I have Jalen Brunson as well. Those are my 2 reserves.
Okay.
I love JB, man.
Yeah,
best thing that ever happened to the Knicks.
He really is, man. I mean, I saw a video, and I think about it all the time. But rattling off like the Knicks starting point guards of the last. You can go back 20 years. Like, it's insane.
It's nuts.
It's crazy. All right, so front court. Who do you guys got? Your 3 front court spots.
So I want to say I think Julius Randle is a lock.
Yeah.
At this point in time,
I agree.
I think Julius Randle is a lock. I think Jaylen Brown is probably a lock.
He is a lock
too. Yeah. So that's 2 of them. The third guy, it's probably 4 guys fighting for one spot. Probably Bam, Jimmy, Paolo, and Scotty.
Yep.
Is that fair to say?
I think
Yes.
so.
Is there
yeah.
anyone else in that mix?
Bam, yeah,
I'd
Bam,
love
Jimmy,
to give
Powell, and
Kuzma some
Scotty.
love, bro. I have Kuzma on my fantasy team. He's been a
Yeah,
fucking stud.
I do too, but
But-
yeah, they've won 7 games.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. My vote as of right now, I think I got to give it to Paolo. I mean, the playmaking and the 3-point shooting, and I mean, you want to talk about team success? They're
Yeah,
arguably the
right.
most improved team in the entire NBA. You know, they're still sitting at the 4 seed through a third of the season. They're a top 4 team in the East. So I don't know. I think like Scotty Barnes has a really good case,
Yeah, he
but like
does.
that's one where I think you push it to team success because it's so their stats are nearly identical. Scotty's
Yeah.
probably having the better defensive season, and he's better playmaking. But I mean, what Paolo's done this year in terms of shooting the 3 ball has been really impressive to me, and the way he's just Paolo operates like he's like a 10-year vet. Even last year as a rookie, but like more so this year. I mean, to me, Paolo had like it's crazy to, like not crazy, but like I'm supposed to hate Paolo. He's a Duke guy, but like he has every quality you're looking for in a number 1 option. You know, he has the size, which is arguably the most important attribute. He has the size, he has the strength, but it seems like he has the leadership. It seems like he's one of the leaders of this team. The playmaking, like I said, is taking a jump. You know, he's working on the 3-point shot. He's going to be at worst an average defender just because of the size. And he's a bully getting to the rim. I mean, he's pretty unstoppable getting to the rim. So I give that last spot to Paolo as of right now. I would want to get Bam in there, but Bam's missed some time recently. So, like, as of right now, I'm going to give it to Paolo.
Yeah. So I understand where you're coming from with the Paolo argument, but I did end up giving it to Bam.
So you have the other.
I have the same other 2. I have Randall and Brown. I feel like those 2 are complete locks, especially Julius Randle's having the best season of his career. That needs to be said.
Yeah.
As a Knick fan, as someone who in the past, arguably the biggest Julius Randle hater. So I will be the first person to say I'm very happy. We had a conversation we all had a conversation in the chat between the 3 of us, and I spoke about Mikal Bridges potentially being traded to the Knicks. And I said, and I quote, "We need to do everything we can to keep Julius Randle on the Knicks roster."
I couldn't believe when I read him say that.
On the Knicks roster. So I will be the first person to admit when I'm wrong. I've been wrong about Julius Randle. This is the best season of his season of his career to this point. And just because he's playing more efficiently and not necessarily with the shooting percentages, but making better decisions, making quicker decisions, and, you know, involving his guys. He's not trying to force everything. So, and playing bully ball more so than I feel like Julius Randle's played bully ball in a Knicks jersey. So, he's a lock. Jaylen Brown has been great for a great team. And then Bam. They're 12-7 when Bam plays. Yes, he's missed some games, but Bam is currently their leading scorer. I think actually he might be right behind Jimmy Butler, but
he's ahead of Jimmy Butler actually.
It's super close. I think one's averaging like 21.8, one's averaging like 21.6, whatever. But Bam is arguably having the best season of his career. I mean, in terms of scoring volume, he has been doing that. He's getting to the free throw line more than he's gotten to the free throw line throughout his entire career, which bodes well for success in terms of scoring the basketball. And, you know, the defense is always going to be there. So I'm going to put Bam in there. His counting numbers are there. Team success when he's on the floor is there. So Bam Adebayo gets the final spot, even though it was tough to leave off Paolo.
Yeah. I have the same 3 as you. So I have Randall, Brown, and Bam as well. Thing about Bam is I didn't think the Heat were going to be good at all. And they've once again surprised us. Well, surprised me at least. And Bam's a big reason for that. I forgot about something. Wait for it. Bam. There we go.
Bam. Wow.
Wow.
Well
Julius
done.
Randle, I just want to say, watching Julius Randle play bully ball is one of my favorite things to watch in basketball. I love when he just digs into somebody and just beats the shit out of them. It's so funny because he's so strong, bro. Like, I've been saying it for so long, like that he needs to do that more. But yeah, he looks way more decisive and confident. And Brunson's obviously helped him a ton. And RJ started off really well.
Yeah.
Randall started off poorly. And they kind of flip-flopped. RJ's been okay, but
It's been rough for
yeah, those are my 3.
This is
front
actually
court
his
guys.
most efficient season as a Knick.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so this is where it'll probably
He
switch
can't
up a
shoot
little
the
bit.
3 ball this season, though.
I don't think it's going to switch up here. I think
Who do you guys got?
I think we're
I
going
think
to be
it's
on
pretty
the same
simple
page.
where we're going
Yeah.
with this.
Dame and Spider.
Yes.
Yeah, Damon Spider.
Damon
Spider.
Spider. Yeah.
Snubs. I mean, I just guys I wanted to show love. Scotty Barnes. I really wanted to put him over Dame, but I couldn't. He's been playing really well. He's like 29-5 or something like that on 50% shooting, and his defense has been really good. So, shout out Scotty, Paolo, Mikal Bridges. I would love to put him in there, but I just not over those two guys.
Agreed. Yeah.
I don't know if you got anything
Donovan's
else.
been ridiculous this season as per usual. I mean, it's what you come to
Donovan's
expect with
been
Mitchell.
Donovan, man. Yeah.
He's missed some games, I'm pretty sure, but all in all, I mean, when he's there, the Cavs find success.
Garland and Mobley have also been out and are going to be out for a while. So
Yeah. The snubs for me, yeah, Paolo, Scotty. In terms of the guards, not so sure there are many.
The guards all got in.
guards all made it.
So yeah, not so sure there are
Yeah.
any. So
I snubbed Bam, but like, I'm not saying Bam's not an all-star. I'm
Yeah.
not mad if Bam
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking all-star.
yeah,
I'd be
exactly.
okay.
Yeah, so that's the East. That was the easier one.
Yeah, it was
It
definitely
starts to
easier
get
of the two.
fucking
And it
difficult.
was still tough for me, but yeah. Now it starts
So-
to get difficult.
Here we go.
We moved to the West. My two guard spots, it's crazy that one guy didn't make it in the starting lineup. But Luka and Shea are my two guards. I feel like it's
Luka and Shea are
pretty
also my two
self-explanatory.
guards.
I have Luka and Shea too.
Yeah.
It's
Man.
weird to not have Curry.
It's weird.
Man.
Yeah, I had Steph, and then I was like, I just can't put him over Shea and Luka because the Warriors have just been bad, and I think they've been a little bit better.
I mean, Luka's having a historical season.
Dude, Luka
and
is,
Shea is
what,
leading one of the
almost a
best teams in the league.
34-point triple-double. He's averaging
Yes,
something like that.
and
Yeah,
then
it's
of course
not-
Shea is having a ridiculous season on one of the best teams in the NBA. So I'm sorry, Steph. As much as I would love to put Steph Curry on this, oh my god, especially after what he did
Hey
against
man,
the
they're on a
Celtics few nights
4-game
ago.
win streak, bro. The
Yeah.
Warriors.
No, they're
How
they're
Draymond-
they're on
They're
the come
playing
up.
good ball.
Clay has played really well
Clay's played
recently
well.
too. So
Yeah,
after
Clay's been good.
What's his name? Oh, my boy, Trace Jackson Davis.
Yes,
into the lineup,
TJD's
and he's
playing
been
really well.
amazing, Yeah.
Podziemski just got hurt. I don't know if he missed the game,
I don't know.
but he had. I was watching the game, and he's great. Kuminga's starting to figure out how to play basketball a little bit with the Warriors system.
No, they're playing good ball right now.
Yeah, and I mean CP helps that bench unit immensely. So look, they're slowly figuring it out over there. Wiggins moving to the bench helped him a lot too. So
Yeah, he
I will say
kind of
that.
knows how to shoot a basketball now.
Yeah, exactly. So
All right, so 3 front court spots. Again, I don't think there's any.
these are also
that
super
here,
easy.
LeBron, Durant, Jokic.
Yes.
I said before the show, I think that might be one of the best basketball lineups I've ever seen. Luka, Shea, LeBron, Durant, Jokic.
You know what's
like that's up
crazy?
there
And
with
we
like
don't
the
even
Olympic
have
lineups
Steph
and
in
shit.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
Steph is your sixth man.
Yep. And so nothing you want to say about those guys? Like,
I mean,
What's on your
no. I just I just said like in
Exactly.
general, if there's anything
exactly.
you want to note about
Lakers
them.
are on a 4-game losing streak.
Yes.
The Suns aren't that good, but
season frauds. Man.
it's LeBron and KD.
And the Nuggets have had guys in and out of their lineup, so you know, and a little bit of a championship hangover, even though they're still a great team. So,
yep,
not concerned.
All right, so again, 2 guards off the bench. I think this is pretty easy.
Super easy. in my
Curry and
opinion.
Booker.
No.
I do not
Curry
have
and
Curry and Booker.
It's
I
Curry
have-
and Fox.
Yes.
I mean, same shit. You know,
it's
I-
Curry and
No,
Fox. It's not the
it's not
same
the same
because
shit.
you can't leave Fox off, but you can consider leaving Booker off.
Yeah, it's Fox.
of the
right now.
All-Star team.
Yes. Yes.
You're right
I
now, yeah.
personally
And
think so.
really?
Yes.
Also, I know Fox missed what 5 games. I don't know how many games Booker's missed, but Book's playing with KD. Fox is the engine. I know Book's great,
I don't
but
know,
like
bro. Book's also playing point guard, which he hasn't
yeah.
done. I'm not saying. So I'm not saying.
I
like,
mean, I didn't leave him off.
Exactly. Yeah, I
but-
had Fox on there.
yeah.
I don't really look at it like, oh, this guy should make it over this guy. Like, I just am looking at who's on the
Yeah,
team and who's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I
I'm
mean?
just saying Fox because the
I
shit
had
that he's
Fox,
doing
yeah.
this
Yeah,
season is
Fox
fucking
is
no,
so
Fox
stupid.
is Fox is unbelievable.
Averaging
I totally agree.
36 and 4, right?
Yeah.
But here's the big thing: shooting 8 3-pointers per game
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shooting 40% from 3. Where did this come from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where did this
It's
come
nuts.
from?
I didn't like last year. Fox was really great, and
Yes.
like he came onto the scene. I didn't think he was gonna get better.
Nope.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was gonna get better, and he's taken a leap, and it shows. I mean, the Kings are playing really good basketball too. A lot of people, I think, including myself, expected the Kings to take a fall off.
We did,
and,
yeah, as a podcast.
and they've been just as good as last year. So
I mean, one person
Fox is a shoo-in right now.
One person that needs to be mentioned for that, Keegan Murray's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's not gonna make the All-Star
No,
team,
no.
obviously, but I feel like he needs to be. He deserves to be mentioned. Keegan has been phenomenal, taking a step.
Keegan started slow, then got hurt, and then I traded him off my fantasy team, and then he dropped 47. He's been insane ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Book's averaging 27, 5, and 8 on 47%. Like that's
Books.
that's crazy stuff.
nuts.
You know? But yeah, obviously I don't disagree with Fox. So who are your 3 front court spots?
So Kawhi and AD are in there.
Yes, locked.
Right. Yeah.
Locked.
The third guy.
Kawhi goes out for one game and they lose.
The third guy, I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel like it has to be Rudy right now.
Oh, it's so ugly.
Wow.
No,
That is not who I picked.
What I suggest. Yeah.
I think Rudy or Cat has to get in. One of the
Timberwolves has to get in.
And I don't really know if you could get Ant in there.
It was hard for me, but I ended up, I guess, yeah, we'll just talk about the wild cards too, because we're right there. I ended up making Devin Booker and Anthony Edwards my 2 wild cards. And that was not an easy decision for me. But my third front court spot ended up going to Brandon Ingram. I wanted to put Brandon Ingram in the All-Star game. He's been phenomenal this season. With the Zion, who's kind of just been like still very good, but not what we expected him to be. Brandon Ingram's efficiency is incredible. He's a lead playmaker for a team that is, I think, still currently in playoff position. And I think someone from the Pelicans had to make it. Ingram's been great. It's not the best season of his career, but his efficiency overall shooting from the field, it's tough to leave him off. So I couldn't leave Brandon Ingram off my ballot either in terms of the front court. So I picked him over some of the other guys, unfortunately. I'm a big Rudy guy.
I'm going to have the Timberwolves get 2 All-Stars.
And that's fair.
I'm going to get both of them in there. I think Rudy has to be one of Rudy or Cat has to be an All-Star.
Oh, yeah, for sure, probably.
Like is Cat still shooting 50, 40, 90?
Yes, I think he is.
Yeah,
that's absurd.
That's
30 games in.
Yeah.
Let me tell you right now. 51.5 from the field, 42.1 from 3, 89.6 from the free throw line.
So 50, 40, 90.
Pretty much.
Round up. Yeah,
well,
50, 40, 90. So it's like, I can't believe I'm going to have to leave him off, honestly. Especially because I shit-talked him all offseason. I said he wasn't going to fit. He was the odd man out.
You're not the biggest Rudy guy either.
I mean, bro, it's just, it's kind of undeniable, no? They're the 1 seed. They have, what's their defensive rating right now? Are they the
top
best?
3 in the league,
yeah, they're at least top 3. So it's like, and I mean, so here's my dilemma. So we'll say I didn't fill out my last front court spot yet. It's vacant.
Yep.
My wild card Book has to get in there.
Yeah.
And then really, it's 2 spots. I have a wild card spot and I have a front court spot. And it's 3 guys fighting for those spots.
Yep.
And it's the 3 Timberwolves.
Yes.
It's Ant-Man, Rudy, and I mean, B.I. could be in the conversation. But other than that's it.
That's it. Laurie's great, but that's it.
He hasn't played.
Yes, exactly.
That's it. So, shit, man. I think I'm gonna go.
PG is tough, bro.
Yeah, PG's in the conversation.
Yeah.
PG, especially in the beginning of the year, was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So
Unbelievable.
PG, especially because the Clippers have been so good lately,
and he's kind of just filling whatever roles
yeah.
they
So
need.
PG's definitely in there, especially because of the defensive impact PG has that people kind of forget about sometimes when talking about Paul George. But I think I'm going to go with Ant and Rudy as of right now. It's tough, man. Cat has a really good, like 50, 40, 90 is nuts, bro.
I put Kawhi AD. I have Cat. But yeah, I'm flip-flopping.
That's so fair.
Cat and then Edwards and Fox.
Yeah.
Obviously, Fox is in there. It's Cat or Paul George for me. Those are the 2 guys.
I'll be honest with you. The more that I think about it, Brandon Ingram probably shouldn't make it.
He's not, right?
Fuck.
Like, if that spot is between Cat, Rudy, and B.I.
It's also because, like,
you want the odd man out, bro.
Definitely the odd man out.
You want to show Brandon Ingram love because he's not getting. I'm saying he's not getting. He's not getting the love he deserves. So you want to be like, let me make.
Shout out Bi, shout out, and Rudy's my fucking guy. But yeah, Karl Anthony Towns needs to make
Cat. Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna put Cat as my third guy.
You've Cat too?
Yeah.
You know what, bro? I'm going to ride the wave. We'll do this together. I'll kick Rudy out. Fuck Rudy. Let's get Carl in
Fuck
there.
Rudy, COVID spreading bitch.
Yeah,
Carl.
Let's get the big pussy
Oh
in
my
there.
god.
Yeah,
Carl.
Other than that, though, Sabonis
Sabonis
right,
case.
yeah,
is
yeah.
ridiculous.
We didn't
bro.
mention him. Sabonis is in this mix.
Yeah.
I'd
And I
honestly,
wouldn't be mad if he was in.
I
I don't
he'd be
think-
ahead of Ingram for me too. Yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't even
yeah.
think about that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think I could put him ahead of Rudy or Cat right now, but like he's right there.
Yeah, the
Definitely ahead of Bi, I think.
snubs I had are Laurie Markkinen, Zion, Paul George, Sabonis.
Sabonis,
Yeah.
it's just nuts, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the Fox thing and the Keegan Murray taking a jump thing. Like Sabonis, maybe his counting stats aren't like significantly better than last year or his
They're
career,
almost exactly the same.
but like Sabonis's playmaking this year has been cracked.
Yes.
like
He's
he's
like 7 or 8 assists a game.
Yeah, he's had like
7.4.
multiple
Crazy.
triple doubles. Like his playmaking, it's not even just his playmaking. To me, it feels like we'll just give them a quick 2 minutes here as a team. But Fox, Keegan, Sabonis, and this Mike Brown system, I guess if you want to call it, just took another jump. Even Malik Monk's playing better
Yeah.
basketball. Like the system as a whole came onto the scene and introduced itself to the world last year and took a
Yep.
step up as a system. Like they've been fucking cracked.
They might
man.
not be statistically as good as last year, but they're all
Yeah, I mean,
all of just as good or better.
and it's
Yeah.
also like just an eye test thing. Like that, and I think it's just being in the system for another year. Like everyone knows their role. Fox knows he's there to be the guy in the fourth quarter score. Monk knows he's there to the second quarter and the fourth quarter when they
Yes.
need a bucket. That's where Monk's gonna get.
It also
his.
needs to be said, like Sabonis has been good defensively.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing.
So
And
That's another
the
thing
Kings as a
we've-
whole.
Yeah,
Keegan Murray's been a phenomenal defender
Yeah.
for them. Like they're
Yeah, they're
15th in
awesome.
They
defense
need to
right
go
now.
get Anunoby.
They need to trade for him.
Yeah, they need.
I
to go get
personally
Anunoby.
think that's it. You keep because they're not trading
They're not,
Keegan.
yeah, you're not trading.
You're
What
not
about
getting rid
Jeremy
of Keegan.
Grant?
I would. He has been hooping this
He
year.
really has.
He's
but,
been playing such good basketball.
like Grant for the
And-
Kings.
yeah. Do you think
Oh
Jeremy
my
Grant
God,
would be
love that.
cheaper than OG Anunoby? Probably because the Raptors
Yes.
are corny, right? Just the way Messiah operates.
Yeah, he
and the
wants a
asking
lot
price
for
he-
OG.
It's
Anunoby.
also harder because his
Grant's
contract.
contract is crazy.
His
Yeah.
contract.
But I think
That's
that's
the
what
difference.
makes OG so much, not so much, but more valuable because his contract is better.
Easily.
So it's
You can
easy.
easily trade for it.
Yeah.
You
could easily trade for it contract wise, but that's what's going to make it more
I think
expensive in
either
terms of
one of
draft
them
capital.
helps.
Yeah.
Either one of them
Me too.
helps immensely.
Grant would probably be easier to get in terms of draft capital you give up, but you'd have to give more in terms
to
of
give
contracts.
Porter
Obviously.
and like other.
Yeah, and I don't know if they want to
Yeah.
trade.
They definitely don't want to. You could trade Harrison Barnes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Harrison
yeah.
Barnes.
HB would be out in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
case.
Forgot about Harrison Barnes.
And that would work. I mean, you could live with that, but I don't know. I think OG, especially with how good he is defensively, because he is better than Jeremy Grant on the defensive side of the ball. I think that would be like that. I'm starting to think like this Kings team has the potential to be a championship level contender with how Fox and Sabonis are
Bro,
playing.
Sabonis like too.
And if Keegan is really, this is for
Yeah.
real now.
He's
Like,
actually a third, like a real third option.
so
Yeah.
like, geez, bro, like we could be talking about a legitimate championship level contender if they
It's-
make one move.
It's the NBA is so interesting, and I mean we finished the All-Star, so we could kind of ramble here for a minute,
Yeah.
but it seems like there's only 3 real contenders, maybe even 2 if you don't want to count the Bucks. But it should be the Nuggets, the Celtics, and then if you want to throw the Bucks,
The Bucks
in
should be
there.
in.
But then there's
Just
so
can't
many
play
like
defense.
really good competitive teams,
Yeah.
bro. Like the Kings are probably like in
Philly,
like
Clippers are
Or-
looking
I
like
was
it.
about to say, are the Kings in that mix with the Clippers and the Lakers?
Fuck it, why not?
But again, the Lakers. Like, are we sure?
Yeah, we're.
I
sure. I'm
I personally,
a
yes.
hater, but I'm gonna.
By
be,
April,
I have
I'm
them
gonna
there.
be
by
sure.
April, yeah.
Yeah,
I have
I'm gonna
them
be
there.
sure.
But
The Clippers, like, are the Kings in that
I
like,
think so.
tier? Yeah.
If you trade for OG, you're definitely in that.
Yeah,
Like you're
They gotta
locked
make a
into
move.
that.
They gotta
tier.
make a move though, just because they have the assets to make that kind of move.
and like Minnesota's in that tier. Minnesota has to be in that tier.
They
No.
are,
Yeah.
but they have regular season fraud written all
Yeah.
over them.
They definitely do.
They
They
really
de-
do.
When they played Philly,
They're like those old Jazz teams.
I don't know if anyone watched that Philly game.
Bro.
I saw a little bit of that regular season fraud type thing.
Joel Embiid drew 2 fouls on Rudy, on Cat, and on
Yes.
Naz Reid,
Yes.
all in the first quarter.
Yep. Yep.
All in the first
All
quarter.
in the first quarter. Yep. That was so
And
funny,
people,
bro.
like I said, people love to. We talked about it before. People
And
love
they were
to clown.
fouls.
Yeah, that's what
They
I was
were
just gonna
fouls.
say. Like people love to clown and beat. The guy gets fouled. He's 280 pounds.
There's
like,
gonna be the ones where he like manipulates.
Yeah,
and
obviously.
flops. Like that's what
no,
he
he
does,
definitely
but, like,
flops.
when
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. Like to
Just
me,
because
it's
you
like,
flop doesn't mean you don't
That's
get
what.
fouled.
That's exactly. Yeah, it's
to
exactly what I
me,
mean, bro. Like
it's
he still
if
gets
I
fouled.
was Joel Embiid, if I was 7'2", a big behemoth of a man
280,
who
bro.
can't be stopped without
Fucking
being fouled,
Dominant.
I'm gonna
dude.
try and sell
am I
the
not gonna
foul
try and
as
take
much as I
10
can.
to 12 free throws a game.
Yes.
Get me to the line. Yeah, I don't want to bang with fucking big boys. I don't want to bang with Rudy Cat and Naz Reid all game. I'll
All
just
game?
shoot free throws. I'll
Not
shoot free
because
throws.
it was any time they even stuck their hand anywhere close, he's going up.
Yeah.
Like it's a rip through every time. And it's a foul. It is a foul.
100%.
So
That's also part of playing with Harden too. That's gonna get like lost in the shuffle in time. But
yes.
having that year with Harden to like not learn, like just watch how
I mean,
he
if there's
does
one
it.
guy that
Yeah,
knows how to draw fouls.
I mean, look, bro, James Harden is doing some wonders for the fucking Clippers right now, bro.
Bro,
My
He tell you that.
bro.
he looked
Come on, man.
Like now we'll
vintage
move
the
we'll
other
move
night.
to the Clippers because I do want to talk about the
he
Clippers a
looked
little bit.
vintage the other night, bro. Those step back threes were prime Harden. Like
They're cracked.
Like we
bro.
could talk about the offense all we want. Bro, the sets are beautiful. The way that they get Kawhi and PG in their spots, Harden is accepting a role. Russell Westbrook, man.
God.
Shout out to the guy for being so willing to average, 18, 19 minutes a game now? Like, and he looks like he's having a blast. Looks like he's having the best time of his career right now. Comes
He's
in,
doing
change
exactly
of pace.
what he was supposed to do for the Lakers.
Yes,
He's doing exactly
but with
what
a
he
better fit
Yeah.
around him.
Well, the Lakers got
So-
him originally to be a third star.
Yes.
And then that didn't work, and they didn't know how to use him after that. The Clippers got him to be this guy. You know what I mean?
Well, no, the Clippers
I
did
mean, I
get
feel
him
like it was
originally
the
to be that.
Yeah. I
the
guess.
writing on the wall, even as soon as he got to the Lakers, was all right. Like this fit is clunky. The way it's gonna work is if Russ is a superstar role player
Yeah.
instead of being a third star.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew that as soon as he got to the Lakers. But like, yeah, shout out to Russ.
like Russ,
Like you guys said, James Harden, another guy like Trae Young, where that's why I love those guys so much. But like such elite scorers and can manipulate the game and get to spots and do what they want to do. But the playmaking is just it's underrated. I mean, Kawhi has been on a tear. Like,
Yeah.
don't we think that's because he's playing with the best playmaker he's played with so far in his Clippers tenure?
That's exactly what I
It
thought.
goes hand in hand.
So ready for these efficiency numbers over Kawhi's last 10 games, right? So he's averaging 28.7, 6.1, 3.7. Not crazy counting numbers for Kawhi.
It is so crazy.
It is,
Those
but,
are crazy counting.
but like, so 60.5 from the field on 17.7 attempts.
Okay.
52% from three on 5 3-point attempts, and 94 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how a guy that misses so many games usually
It's
just comes
Didn't miss
back.
one.
It's
Didn't miss
Yeah,
one
yeah,
until the
exactly.
most recent
It's
Clippers
so
game.
not normal too. Because he did this last year too, where he didn't play as many games
He
last
missed
year.
games and
But
then he would come back.
last year he started a little
Slow,
bit slow,
yeah.
and then he just gets into this fucking robot mode.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's just automatic, bro. That Euro step, bro.
Oh my
Come on,
God.
man.
That whole fourth
That was
quarter,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah,
that whole
I was
fourth
just-
quarter
yeah,
run,
yeah.
the spin on the baseline, I was like, oh
It's
my
not-
God.
Kawhi, like when Kawhi gets in that mode, bro, it's pure, ethical, beautiful hoops.
And like
He's not foul baiting.
Nope.
Like he's just getting to a fucking bucket.
he will rip through. He will rip through. Pull up at the free throw line. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
And then he'll
'Cause he's gonna
toss
make it
you
every
off
time.
of him if
Yeah,
he wants.
exactly.
If he wants.
Bro, did you see the picture of him where he just?
He's jacked.
Yeah.
Jack
He's
is in-
fucking
Bro, that man is
jacked.
made of steel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kawhi
he's-
is fucking.
He's unbelievable.
Not
I was
normal.
scared at the beginning of the season, to be completely honest. I
Nah,
thought Kawhi was washed. Like I really did. I thought like not washed, but like a washed version
Well,
of
and another
Kawhi.
part of having James Harden that helps with Kawhi and Paul George is
Load.
the load. And well, yeah, James Harden's like the primary playmaker over
They don't
this
have to
winning
dribble
streak,
a
right?
million times per game. So
But also, James Harden's a great playmaker. But James Harden is arguably the best playmaker of all time in terms of generating 3-point shots.
Yep.
Maybe LeBron's
Yeah.
up there, but like what James Harden does. So now you have guys like Kawhi and Paul George who are buckets, who obviously they're super efficient, but they're rhythm scorers.
Yes.
Like they're going to score more and more efficiently when they're in a rhythm, when kind of like KD. Like KD will have a game where he shoots 1 for 10 in the fourth quarter. but those are shots that he hits. He's a
Yeah.
rhythm scorer. So now you have a guy like James Harden who's going to generate all these open 3-pointers for you to do what? Generate a rhythm. You come out of halftime in the third quarter, James Harden generates 2 open threes for you. Now I'm Kawhi. All right, I got these 2 open threes. I went 1 for 2. I just hit the second one. Let me get to my mid-range. Like, this shit's feeling good. Like, let me get mine. And that's what it seems like. It seems like at the beginning of the first and third quarter, it's a lot of James Harden pick and roll. And like I keep saying, what's that going to do? It's just going to generate these open looks for everyone else. And now in the thick of the game, the end of the first quarter, the second quarter, the fourth quarter, Kawhi and PG could just get to theirs, and they don't have to get to theirs for 48 minutes straight. It's a rhythm thing. It's all about rhythm. That's what basketball is.
Harden isn't concerned about getting his either,
right?
Which is a beautiful thing right now. He doesn't care. He wants to see everyone else around him succeed.
Yeah.
Like the Kawhi thing and then how he reacted to the Euro, bro, he's having a grand old time right now. And then another thing, I was concerned that Norman Powell would fall out of a rhythm. He's been unbelievable over his last 10 too. I mean, but 53 and a half in the field
too, who it's
44,
the same thing. Like, Norm Powell is going to get to a bucket. He wants the ball in his hand. He's going to do his little dancey dance, do his thing. But also, you're playing with James Harden, who is going to generate so many. Even Russ.
Yes, exactly.
Like, Russ is going to generate open looks for you too. Like, Russ is going to get
in the 20 minutes that he's in. Yeah,
Russ is going to get downhill, and a lot of the times, I know Russ could be egregious and play out of control sometimes, but for the most part, I'd say like 75-80% of the time, Russ is normally going to make the right read and make the right play. So you have these two guys who have been doing it for what? How long have they been in the league? Like 13 14 years now?
Yeah.
They've been doing it for that. Like, they know. Like, I know they haven't won a ring, but like those guys know, especially in the playoffs, like those guys know how to win playoff games.
Yep.
I know James Harden has that narrative, but I promise you, James Harden knows what it takes to win playoff games and win playoff series in high leverage moments. And it's scary because like I keep saying, you could win in different, like basketball is a game of runs, but now you have this team who offensively could go on runs in different ways.
Yeah.
Like I keep saying, the start of the game, it could be very James Harden centric, pick and roll stuff. But then through the thick of it, now you have these two elite top 1% ISO scorers in Kawhi and Paul George. So now we go on a run with James Harden running the show. Now we're going on a run with PG going crazy, scoring 10 in the third quarter. Now we're closing the game with Kawhi going for, like, they're fucking scary, bro.
Yeah, like,
they're
scary. Russ gave us a 10-0 run by himself at some point in the game.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
James Harden just hit 4 straight threes.
Yep.
So, like,
bro, they were tough threes too. Like he was literally just ISO, step back, chuck it up.
I was wrong. And my biggest concern was also perimeter defense. Like, and Russ has bought in.
Bro, Russ's
Harden
has bought in.
Kawhi and PG have more energy on that side of the ball now. I mean, Amir Coffey has turned into a solid rotation player for them. Norman Powell has been good defensively.
That's why I was so high on this trade, because there was the potential it couldn't work out because you have these 4 big names, egos, all that stuff. But I felt like they traded a good amount of depth, but they didn't really compromise their depth that badly because they were so deep.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at this run, Mason Plumlee went out. They went and brought in Daniel Theis. And Daniel Theis,
awesome for them.
Like, he's not a fucking all-star. He's not like one of the best, he's okay. But like, just to be another body, to have depth, to get through these regular season games, I mean, they're scary, man. Yeah. They're scary because they're going to keep winning. Even if guys have to miss time, like, they're going to keep winning these regular season games.
The only guy that you can't have miss is Kawhi, in my personal opinion.
Even the
you
way
can win games with Paul George.
The way Paul George plays, like in the regular season,
not like you can't have him miss significant time.
No, yeah.
And the way James Harden's playing right now, like, he's showing that he's more than capable of having to take a step up if he needs to take a step up.
Yeah,
like, this is still fucking James Harden we're talking about, the bearded one. Shout out the Clippers, bro.
Yeah, shout out the Clippers.
They're fun.
They are
Shout out
fun.
The Clippers.
They look so fun to watch right now.
They're having a lot of fun, that's for sure.
They are. Yeah. Are there any other teams that we want to talk ad nauseum about? Because there's not too many that. Oh, Chris, we need to talk about one team.
Come on, man.
Your team. We're
need to. Back.
We need to.
We're back.
That's the only other team
today. We would be a play-in team. we would
wild.
play some extra basketball, and
Some extra basketball.
it's because of one man.
The cruise.
I know he's about to say Alex Caruso.
Yeah.
Come on. I know where he's going. It's a UNC guy.
Kobe White,
Yep.
bro.
Yo, he has been. Talk about it.
Kobe White over his last 15 games, averaging 23, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. He's shooting 50% from the field, 49% from 3 on 9 attempts per game. He's been arguably a top 5 high volume 3-point shooter in the NBA over the past month and a half. I mean, shit, man. It honestly brings a tear to my eye. Like, I might start crying. Kobe White played good basketball last year, especially in the second half of last year. And the thing that I loved about Kobe White's year last year was he was impacting the game aside from scoring. You know, his playmaking took a jump at the end of last year. He's becoming a serviceable defender. And, you know, I was watching Austin Reeves on the JJ Redick podcast yesterday.
He's a cool dude.
And they were talking about how Austin Reeves coming out, the biggest thing, like the biggest concern was that he can't guard. And then he said he went to training camp and he immediately realized the only way he's going to get on the floor is by guarding and playing defense. Kobe White coming out wasn't a defender, but Kobe White realized that you have to do the other things to get on the floor in the NBA. Everyone could score the ball in the NBA. It's the 350 best players in the world. They could all score the basketball. What are you going to do when you're not scoring? Kobe White saw that, and he worked on those areas of his game. Now you look at this year. The Bulls get off to a super slow start. Zach LaVine rumors, DeMar rumors. Everyone's going to get traded. Blow it up. And then Zach LaVine gets hurt. And here comes Kobe White. And the Bulls say, hey, you've been working your tail off. You've been showing us you can impact the game in other ways. Pretty much they said, here the fuck's the keys. And go and show us what you got.
Yep.
And he's playing at a fucking all-star level. And not only is he putting up the stats, but they are winning games.
Yeah.
And they are behind him. The locker room, the post-game interviews, Dalen Terry and Andre Drummond pouring water on each other, getting all wet. DeMar DeRozan leading the young guys.
He looks happy.
He looks happy. He doesn't mind taking a backseat. That's why I loved the DeMar signing. People said, why are you paying DeMar? He's an aging superstar. The young guys love him. They love him. And then one man. We just talked about Kawhi, the claw. But we need to talk about the paw.
The paw.
The young one. Patrick Williams, same thing as Kobe White. He came in as a 3-and-D guy, and that's what he's been for most of his career. He's been not a great, but a really fucking good defender for most of his career. He has his lapses here and there, but for the most part, he's been a really good defender, and that's why he stays on the court. Now Zach LaVine's out. There's more shots. And you look at this man, he's shooting the 3 ball. He's putting the ball on the floor. I mean, they are putting post fades of him and DeMar DeRozan side by side. They put post fades of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan side by side. They're putting DeMar DeRozan and the paw side by side. I mean, they're putting the paw and Kawhi side, the claw and the paw side by side, and they're saying this looks the same. I mean, Patrick Williams has been incredible. He's displaying that there's still stuff in the tank there.
People forget he's only 22.
I wanted to give up on him, but he's showing there's still stuff in the tank. I mean, Nikola Vucevic as a hub. I mean, another guy, Vooch, they shit on the Vooch trade. I shit on the Vooch trade sometimes, and sometimes I love it. Right now, I love it. Excuse me. Because, again, the young guys love playing with him. He's a willing passer. And he's been the hub of our offense in the high post. They're playing through him in the pick and roll, the dribble handoff. And I mean, obviously Alex Caruso, I don't even need to talk about it. If you don't know about Alex Caruso, then you don't know NBA basketball. But I mean, this is the happiest I've been as a Bulls fan in years. And it sucks because I really do like Zach LaVine. And not only do I like Zach LaVine, I appreciate Zach LaVine for everything he did for our franchise. We went through a rough time, man. Jim Boylan, Denzel Valentine, and who was there for all of it? Zachary LaVine. Zach LaVine didn't miss games until he tore his ACL, and he still didn't miss games for most of his Bulls tenure. I appreciate Zach LaVine so much. I hope the fan base doesn't, boo him when he gets traded and stuff like that. Like he really kept the Bulls. They weren't really relevant, but any relevancy they had over the past 4 years was largely due to Zach LaVine being on the team. So I really do appreciate him. But goddamn it, I do not want to see him ever wear a Bulls uniform ever again. I will be devastated if I see that man suit up ever again. I'm sorry, bro.
Lakers are the rumors.
I'm sorry.
Elo,
And he's on the sidelines of the games. He's hyping the boys up like he's trying, man. But I mean, if this isn't a tell to the front office that it's time, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Honestly. If they don't trade him after this, then I'm just convinced that the big three of Zach, DeMar, and Vooch are going to be on the Bulls for the rest of eternity. Honestly. I mean, shout out Coby White. Coby White, man, like... That was Nas Little and Zion and RJ's year. And Nas Little was ranked higher than Zion on the 24/7 recruiting page. He was number 2. RJ was number 1. Zion was number 3. And this kid, Coby White, the leading high school scorer in all of North Carolina history, goes to Chapel Hill. And he puts the team on his back. And he's the best player on the team. And, on a team with Cam Johnson and Nas Little, Coby White gets drafted the highest out of the bunch and goes number 6. And people are like, why the hell are the Bulls taking him? And then they say, and by they, I mean myself included, his potential caps at a 6th man. That's what he is. He's an inefficient scorer. He doesn't offer you anything defensively and playmaking. He's a 6th man, and he just keeps getting better and better and better. He's explosive. He's fast. He could get to the basket. He's shooting the 3 ball at an insane clip. And he wore the number 2 for UNC. Only the elite point guards wear number 2. And he's showing that he is one of those guys who was worthy of the jersey number 2. Shit, man.
Some UNC guys are having
my fucking boy, bro.
Man.
Coby White. It's like Michael Jordan from North Carolina to Chicago Bull to NBA legend.
I see no difference.
What are the differences?
Holy shit, bro.
I see no difference. He's not wrong.
Not wrong. Those are facts.
Not wrong.
Coby
White and Michael Jordan.
We had Denzel Valentine and Jim Boylan. I thought there was never going to be a future, bro.
And campaign, the tank.
Campaign, bro. The campaign. Holy shit, man. And now we're here. A play-in team, bro. Extra basketball.
And it looks like y'all are trending the right way.
We're not done.
Trending the right way.
We're not done. We're going to get Zach the hell out of here. We're going to get some more role players.
So I was going to ask, like, if it's the Lakers trade, how do you even...
Bro,
D'Lo's got to be sent to a 3rd team, right?
I don't want D'Lo on my team. But honestly, bro, I don't care. Get Zach LaVine so far away from Chicago. Send him all the way to the West Coast, bro. Send him away. I don't fucking care. See ya. Adios.
All right. I mean, wow.
Well, the thing is, they're going to keep this core together.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they trade Zach. Not even just because they're winning. But I saw someone tweet out, and I was like, you know what? That's a really good way to look at it. Because they have Lonzo Ball's $20 million in dead money that they're paying him, like that they can't do anything with. Zach LaVine's making, what, 40 a year? So that's $60 million a year between 2 players. And it's not like you could just dump Zach LaVine, you know what I mean? You're going to have to take contract back.
Yep.
So you're pretty much stuck with this core. I mean, you could trade DeMar and Vooch and see what happens, but I mean, they're free agents anyway. But
at that point, you might as well ride them out.
Yeah, ride it out.
Ride them as far
so
as
it seems like Zach LaVine, we're going to get role players and picks.
Pennies on the dollar, yeah.
I don't even know if you're going to get unprotected first.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you're getting an unprotected first. So.
Whatever it is, man, give it to me. Get him away. Goodbye. Zach, I appreciate you. I really fucking do. I really appreciate him. Like I said, he was there when nobody else was. Cristiano Felicio.
Oh my God, I remember that.
His name in the chat, yeah.
I remember that.
Cristiano Felicio.
Luke Cornett was there for a minute too, wasn't he?
Yeah, but don't hate on Cornett, man. The unicornet.
He sucks.
He's on the Celtics now.
I mean, shit. Bobby Portis and Nikola Mirotic fought at practice.
Yo, Nikola Mirotic. Shout out to Nikola Mirotic.
Mirotic was so good for the Pelicans. He was so good in 2K too.
Yes,
he was.
Bro.
He was a bucket in 2K. Yes, he was.
But we went from that to this Coby White in the paw.
Yeah.
It's like Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah, it's postseason basketball.
I mean,
Kobe
holy
and the
shit,
paw is
bro.
crazy. Sounds like a fucking.
I mean, Coby White, when we played the Lakers, went up against 4 guys. They put the picture of Kobe going up against the 4 Bulls next to Kobe going up against the 4 Lakers. They said Kobe and Kobe.
Oh my god!
Like, holy fucking shit, man.
Jesus
Like,
Christ. You know, I hope
God.
you keep your expectations that high. That's how we look at Jalen Brunson, to be honest, in New York.
That's how we would look at like the
RJ.
like
Bro,
Deuce
if
McBride.
Coby White was doing this. Kobe White was doing this on the Knicks. He would have been on
bro,
an
I'd
All-Star.
have
ballot.
his-
yeah.
I'd have his
probably.
jersey. Yeah,
Probably.
Bro.
Yeah.
yeah. Trunks would be calling him an all-star.
Yeah.
Kobe White was doing.
Oh my
this on the
god!
Knicks.
Imagine the way Trunks would react. Jesus, bro.
All right.
My boy,
You
bro.
want to talk about any other teams we want to cover?
I think we're good on
We're
the
good on
teams,
teams,
right?
right?
Good on the teams.
Want to
Yeah.
go on go over
We
the
could
games
predict
for Christmas?
We could just talk about a few of the games, yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll.
What a
go
packed
football.
Christmas day, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro.
It's gonna
So-
be fun time.
Thank God, bro, because I'm doing Christmas at my brother's house this year. The first
Yeah.
year in my life where Christmas wasn't at my house. But there's going to be all the games on. So I'm just going to hide in the basement and
Yep.
watch the games
Fact.
and eat and not be bothered.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the same.
That's all we need. Yeah, same. So the Bucks Knicks kick off at 12. They're actually playing right now too.
Bro,
Oh, are they?
Ortiz is going to the
Yeah.
game, bro.
Is he
with
really?
His dad, bro. He was
So
telling me
sick.
the other day. I'm
Remember we
so
were gonna try and
jealous.
go last year, but we
Bro.
didn't.
When he was
Fuck
telling me
that.
that, I was like, bro, I'm not even a Knicks fan, but like that's on my life bucket list of
Christmas
sporting
Day?
events.
Day game?
Have to be at the Garden for Christmas Day one of these years,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
In my lifetime. It's probably so electric. The Christmas spirit, bro.
I'll be
like,
front row
oh
one
my
day.
God. You finish opening up your presents, you eat a bagel, get on the ferry, and you're on your way to the Garden, bro. Like Christmas, Santa. Oh my God. It's probably electric.
Yeah, the train is
For sure.
probably crazy
It's
too.
probably so
Oh, yeah.
fucking lit,
Train's
bro.
probably nuts too.
Get wrecked, bro. Oh, we got to
Get
do that
wrecked
one
on
year,
Christmas.
bro.
Oh my god.
Eventually.
That's
In
what I'm
due
saying.
time.
Awesome.
Get wrecked on the way to the game, go watch the game, come home, take a fat nap, and then dinner's ready.
Watch,
like,
and
come
then watch
on,
the rest
bro.
of the game.
Yeah.
Then you watch Ravens Niners.
Yeah,
Oh my
tonight. Oh
god, bro. I can't wait for that
Like
fucking
heaven.
game. We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
talk about that
Yeah, we're
too.
gonna-
Oh man,
Um,
the Garden on Christmas Day.
Next game is playoff rematch. Warriors Nuggets. Did they play the playoffs last year? Or was it the year?
No,
It
they
was the year
played
before, right? Yeah, it was the
year
year before.
before
I'm sorry.
that.
But yeah,
Lakers
Warriors
knocked
Nuggets
the
at
Warriors
2:30.
Wow.
Could be a fun one. I mean, the Warriors are on a streak.
I mean, no,
watching
that's
Steph and Jokic is
yeah, bro. I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
explanatory enough.
yeah.
Classic Lakers Celtics at 5:00.
Always have to.
That's a good one.
Lakers need to bounce back.
Lakers do need to bounce back. Yeah.
It's a get right game.
Yep.
They need to beat the C's.
8:00 is
Somehow.
Sixers Heat. That should be a good one.
That should be
one.
fun.
That should definitely be a
Nice
fun one.
gritty game at 8
Yeah.
o'clock after
Yeah.
dinner. Some defensive basketball. Yeah,
For sure.
that's what we
He got to
need
make a
after
trade,
dinner.
man. He got to make a trade. That's what they got to do.
Sorry.
Hey man, they might not need to make a trade, bro. The way Hami Hawkins,
Jaime Hawkins is a hooper.
10-year
I
NBA
don't know
veteran,
Jaime
bro.
Hawkins is a hooper.
I seen someone tweet that it was like another great game from 10-year veteran. Jaime Hawkins. I was like, yeah,
He's a
pretty
hooper,
much.
man.
Yeah.
He's a hooper.
Shout
One
out.
of those guys,
Shout out
bro.
those
I
guys.
always say it. There's some guys when you're evaluating prospects that it's like
You just know they're going to be a good
it's
basketball
so
player.
obvious, bro. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
I'm happy he got drafted high too,
Yeah.
because he was a guy who could have slipped into the
Late
second
second.
round. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the
He
last
just
perfect
hurt
game.
somehow.
situation.
How the fuck did he fall that far?
Who?
Trace Jackson Davis.
Oh,
bro.
I don't know.
How is that?
We said
even-
that on draft day though.
It's not even like he lacked athleticism either, because usually
No,
that's
he
the
should have
reason.
been a first round pick.
No, makes no sense to me. None.
Where'd he go?
The
Golden State.
No,
with
no.
the
Where
last
where
pick-
in the draft?
last
Oh,
pick
last
of
pick of the draft.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like
Jesus.
57.
I had a
Warriors
Warriors like I had a first round grade on him. Maybe I could probably pull up my fucking draft board.
Yeah.
on
Who
him.
else we
So the
got?
last game is the Mavericks Suns.
Oh man, the
That's a
Mavs
cool one.
need that one.
Mavs do.
That's a cool one.
Suns also need that one though. Is Beal
Both teams need
in
that
the,
one, man.
Is he playing anymore? Or what's up?
I'm gonna be dead honest with you.
He made an
As
appearance.
cool as the Suns are, like the fact they have Book, KD, and Beal, I haven't paid any attention to the Suns. I really don't care.
I just like watching.
There's been more low key teams that I've been paying attention
watching
to.
the Suns is just like, man, if the other guy was healthy, they'd be a lot better. Like that's really all I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd trace a 27 on my big board. So
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
a ball knower.
Looking at some of these, like where you have some of these guys is kind of wild. Like and how they're performing right now, as opposed. It's crazy, man. It really is. Did you even have Marcus Sasser? Like, that's my question. How
I
far is
had
he?
Marcus Sasser on here, bro.
We got
37.
yelled at for not drafting him in the redraft too.
Which
37.
That's what I'm saying. Like, really?
God, you get yelled at no matter what, bro.
Yeah.
But
Oh, we didn't talk about those guys.
What?
They're fucking awful. We
the
don't have to like
Pistons.
analyze it. It's just funny.
Oh,
They're
boy,
fucking
yeah.
awful.
Yo, I thought they were gonna do a versus the Jazz the other night.
That was their chance,
bro. They got gamed by Kelly Olynyk, and they made a TikTok and said, "What's funnier than 24, bro?" That's insane, bro. Bro,
That was amazing.
awesome.
disrespect is crazy.
That was
bro.
amazing.
DraftKings put out a fucking
That they'll
a
never
poll
win.
that you could bet on them never winning
Yes,
a game
they-
again.
yep.
Can you imagine that?
If-
Like the guy in the DraftKings office, like, yo, check this out, bro. I'm gonna put out this post. The Pistons ain't winning a game again. We could bet let them bet on that, bro. The disrespect is crazy.
It's like
Wayne-
plus
Somebody put 40 bucks
100,000
on it. I saw.
odds.
Somebody put 40
Yeah,
bucks.
it's like plus 100,000 odds.
Bro.
They're awful. I mean, like,
Do they break the
the
historic
Jazz had 100%. The Jazz had
What are
I
they
saw
on, a 25 game
25, I
streak?
think
and
it's
it's
27
28.
or 28.
I saw
Who's
Jokic
the upcoming?
Joestar on TikTok. Shout out to him. Guy with the long hair, Jokic.
I know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
talking about.
He showed before the game, he was like, the Jazz had 8 players missing. No
Yep.
Markkanen, no Clarkson. Like, if you don't win that game,
Bro,
what
there was
game
a guy.
are they gonna win?
I'm sorry. Fontecchio's having a good season, but the fact that he was in the starting lineup,
Fontecchio, bro.
the fact that he was in the
bro.
starting lineup
you
and you
don't
lost to
beat-
them.
if you don't
No
beat
Talon
the
Horton
team-
Tucker, too, who's
Yeah.
having a solid
If
season.
you don't beat the team with Fontecchio in their starting lineup, who are you gonna beat? Like, they're
All right, so here's the upcoming schedule for the Pistons. Their next 3. You have the Nets, right? You have the Nets, and then you have the Nets again, and then you have the Celtics.
They're cooked.
who the fuck put the Pistons on Christmas Eve?
And then after that, Raptors, Rockets. Yeah.
No, they're gonna smash that record.
No, I don't know, man.
They're gonna lose.
They're
that.
going to beat the Nets, one of these two. I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
No, they're
I'm
gonna
going to bet
lose
on the
that.
Pistons tonight against the Nets.
I don't know how
Tonight?
they win a game.
That's what I'm
Because there are
saying.
some
like,
guys who are playing individually good basketball. Cade's been better as the season keeps getting better and
feel
better.
bad for him
that's the
because he
thing. If you look at some of their box scores, you'd be like, oh, they probably won this. Nope,
No.
lost by 25.
No.
Their situational basketball is terrible.
Yes.
Like
They don't
at the end of quarters and when they
Bro,
need
Monty
when
might
they
not
need
even
to
survive.
when they need to go on a run or when they need to stop a run, that's when they're at their worst.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like they like I know they're inexperienced and young, but holy shit, they play
No,
terrible
it's so bad.
like situational basketball.
It's rough. It's really bad. But I don't even want to talk about. They're so bad that
No,
I
it's just
don't
like
want
funny
to
to talk
them.
about. Yeah,
I
how they're-
don't
they're
even
that
care.
bad. Yeah, I haven't watched Pistons game, and
25
I'm not going to.
fucking losses, bro. I'm betting on you tonight, Pistons. I have a
Are they
feeling.
in
Yeah,
Brooklyn?
Trunks mentioned,
one of
bro.
them's in Brooklyn.
They fucking beat the Bulls this year too when Zach scored 50, and
Yep.
now look at them.
Yes,
they haven't
they
won
did.
since.
They started the season 2-1. I think.
Yeah.
Fucking
They're
nuts.
2-26.
Nuts. That's
That's
insane.
unbelievable. All right, are we going to the NFL side?
Yeah, let's jump.
So
to
we
the
doing?
NFL.
Am I going over? Are we going over every game or just Christmas?
We do the
We'll do the Christmas.
well. We could do every
We
game.
can like preview and see.
There's
who we
the games
think. Okay,
tonight.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
Christmas Eve. And
Yeah.
then, we'll
Yeah,
just
yeah,
go
all
through
right,
every
that's
game
fine.
and say what we think. Is gonna win.
Wait, I just had the fucking.
Some big playoff implications too.
Yes.
Yeah, give me a second. All right, so today at 4:30 is the first game, and of course it
If
just
you can say
dissipated
it.
off my screen. Yeah.
Pull up on FanDuel if you need to.
Yeah, that's better that way. It's the Bengals at the Steelers. 8-6 Bengals go to Pittsburgh, take on the 7-7 Steelers.
I don't care to watch this game.
I'm not gonna lie. Well, I mean,
It
there's
has big
playoff
implications.
But it's also on at 4:30, so
Don't
like, who
wanna
cares?
watch
It's gonna be
the
some
Steelers.
fucking bro.
I'm gonna be out.
Some AFC North football, bro. Jake Browning versus Mitch Trubisky. Come on, man.
Oh, so Joe Burrow is system quarterback?
Jake Browning. versus
No,
Mitch.
because I think the Steelers are gonna take this one.
I
think the Steelers
honestly, I
need
think
it
so,
so,
too.
desperately, and it's Mike Tomlin. I'm gonna ride with the Steelers.
I
Here.
wonder, is Mason Rudolph starting for them? Because it can't be Mitch again.
I don't know.
It's got to be Rudolph at this point. Wait,
Might have to-
Rudolph. It has to be Rudolph.
Oh yeah, the reindeer. It
It
might.
has to-
It might actually.
Bro, the Steelers are winning.
Bro, it might actually have to be the reindeer starting a quarterback.
Yes,
'cause
exactly.
the other two
You have
can't.
to start Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer fucking quarterback, bro. That's the only way you're going to win. Only way.
I'll take the Steelers.
I'll take the Steelers probably too, but shout out Bengals, man. Shout out Jake Browning.
Shout out Jake Browning.
Shout out Jake
He was-
Browning.
He was so hyped to beat the Vikings.
Yep.
Because they cut him.
Yep.
He was so hyped. He made that shit personal.
Those are the biggest games for
Yeah,
people,
gotta
bro. Who we got next?
Tonight is
Oh boy, this next
Bills
one.
at Chargers.
Yep.
this is a game like they're not. I don't think
This
they're going
is
to, but this is a game that Bills lose.
I said it to Trincali yesterday when I
or
saw
at
him in the
least
gym.
don't win convincingly.
I said to him, I go, this is set up for the Bills to pull the most Bills thing ever and fucking lose the game to Easton Stick after beating two great teams.
I agree.
With that being said, the Bills, I think they're ready to go. Lock the fuck in. Gonna smack Easton Stick around.
It's such a trap.
It is.
It's the most.
100%
It's the most
trap.
Bills game ever.
But they're motivated right now.
People are shooing them in to
Yes.
go 2-0 this
Playoffs.
week and then play the Dolphins in week 18 for the division.
Their next two are easy. Should be.
Chargers
Easy.
and
I forget who the other one is, but it's also
Pats.
really easy.
Pats.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Pats. Should be easy.
Shit, man.
Do it. Do it.
Fuck it, bro. For the memes, I'm going to take the Chargers here.
I mean, look,
Easton
nobody's
Stick.
going to hold it against you in the end,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's not that big of a deal.
take the Bills.
Fuck the Bills.
All right. So
The
tomorrow,
lights were too bright.
lights were too bright. Tomorrow we've got the commies in MetLife taking on the Jets.
Sam Howell needs a bounce back game. Got benched last week. I'm going to go with the commies. here.
Howell's going to get picked off 3 times in this game. The Jets are going to win.
Howell's going to get picked off 3 times, and
In the
final
first
score-
half.
Yeah, and the final score is going to be
6-0.
13-6 Commanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the commies.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, you're taking the commies?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Howell gets like I said, Howell gets picked off 3 times,
They
and
still beat the Jets?
Yeah. who's starting the quarterback?
Simeon, did you
Thank you.
guys see all the controversies
shit.
with Tim Boyle?
What do you mean?
Bro,
He shouldn't be on an NFL roster.
He
Fucking
really
not
shouldn't.
anymore, but
supposedly, I don't know how true it is.
Yeah.
When Tim Boyle got benched, he was tight and was talking to Zach Wilson, and Zach Wilson was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm not gonna go back in there either. Like, fuck this shit. Like, being supportive to Tim Boyle. And then it got leaked that Zach Wilson said he wouldn't start again if they would start him. And then Aaron Rodgers went on the Pat McAfee show talking about, like, I don't know how that got leaked. There's a snake in the clubhouse. And then they released Tim Boyle the next day.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that was
shit.
supposed to be Aaron Rodgers' boy too, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
But they
supposed to
released
be.
him and then they picked up someone else. One of those other scrub
some
backup quarterbacks. I
did.
forgot which one.
Wouldn't even. You could say Deshaun Kaiser, and I'd believe you. Deshaun Kaiser is a fucking name, man. Drafted by the Browns out of Notre Dame.
Oh,
second
yeah,
round
yeah,
pick
yeah,
a few years
yeah.
ago.
I remember that.
Like 5-6 years ago, I think, or some shit like that. Maybe even more, to be honest.
Next game is the Lions in Minnesota taking on the Vikings.
Lions, man. Wait, the Lions are in Minnesota. Oh, they're dome. They're in a dome though. They have a closed field. Minnesota. I think Lions take this one. Lions, whenever they play in, you can't play outdoors if you're the Lions.
Yeah.
Outdoors and on the road, it's a wreck. Well, obviously on the road because they have a dome at home. But
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Lions.
Yeah, Detroit. Then we got the Browns at the Texans.
They
C.J.
signed
Stroud's
Brett
not playing?
Rippin.
Brett.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Got it.
Stroud's not playing.
Brett Rippin.
Oh,
No, he's not. Cases. Case is playing.
they play the Browns.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Browns.
Flacco,
Joe Flacco,
bro,
baby.
Yeah, I got to ride with Joe Broadway.
I'm taking Flacco
Is he
and
Joe
the Browns.
Broadway? 'Cause Broadway Joe is Namath.
Hollywood Joe.
Give me Flacco. Yeah, sure. Next game we've got is
Ohio Joe.
the Packers at the Panthers. Packers need it.
Packers need it so bad.
I mean, the Packers are out. They're done. But not officially, not mathematically,
Yeah.
but they will beat the Panthers.
Yeah.
Panthers ain't winning 2 games in a row, bro. Come on. Oh, you're Falcons, man. Oh, you're Falcons.
Fuck Arthur Smith. I'm gonna say that. Arthur Smith, fuck you.
No,
0.4
no.
fucking fantasy points for Bijan, bro.
I'm not gonna be mean to Arthur Smith.
I'm gonna be.
It's
Bijan.
Desmond Ritter,
Go
bro.
fuck himself.
No, I need it so bad this week that I'm gonna just say
Well,
I accept your mistakes, Arthur Smith.
well, he
I
got me
accept
eliminated.
you, Bijan. I accept your mistakes. Desmond Ritter, I accept your mistakes, but it's a new era now.
He had a bye. He caught a break last
It's
week.
Taylor Heineke's
So did I.
era.
Nope.
And now this week, Bijan Robinson is gonna go crazy. and break the touchdown record.
To be
and
fair,
score 7.
I'd be
touchdowns.
happy for you because I also have him in Dynasty, so I wouldn't even be that mad. Like, by the way, me and Chris are playing each other in BTB this week, so it's a big week for us. And
I need it
Alvin
so
Kamara
bad.
had his worst game of the season, and Kyron only gave me 16.5.
I need it so bad. Holy shit, bro. I'm starting Tyson Chandler over Nico Collins.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Nico Collins coming off injury, no Stroud. It's a shame because Nico Collins got me this far, but it's time for Tyson Chandler, the defensive player of the year.
He had a big week last week.
Yeah,
We need another one, Tyson.
Seattle at Tennessee.
Seattle gotta
Seattle,
win this
Drew
one.
Lock legacy game, bro.
Seattle gotta win
Drew
this.
Lock.
Gino's not playing?
No, I think Gino.
Gino is playing. Yeah.
Shout out Drew Lock.
Shout out
Why
Drew Lock.
didn't he play?
He was hurt.
Gino was hurt.
Was he? Oh, I don't know.
Gino
'cause
was
they
hurt.
said he was
'Cause
active.
he was
and
questionable
then-
this week too.
Oh, okay. Because they
Yeah,
said he was
yeah.
active and
He
they
was
activated
active
him.
because he wanted to play. Supposedly, like
Oh,
he was like,
okay.
"Yo,
It
like,
was-
let me play," but like they held him out.
Yeah,
Locke found out like as soon as they like went out pretty much that he was going to start. So it was a literal last second decision
Yeah.
by Pete
Drew
Carroll.
Lock's a guy you want to see do well, man.
I fucking love
Fucking
Drew
love
Lock,
Drew
man.
Lock. He's
Love
such
to
a-
see
such a
that.
cool dude.
I thought
His-
Drew Lock was gonna be so good coming
too.
out, bro.
His interview after the game made me so fucking happy.
I think someone like takes a chance on him next year.
I think he's going to be a backup. Me and Lav had this
Yeah.
conversation.
He's a good backup.
He's a
though.
great
Like,
backup.
Teams are
Yeah,
gonna
no,
want
I
him
agree.
around. Yeah.
I had a conversation with Lav and I said the only way that Drew Lock ever gets another starting opportunity is if he gets a 3 or 4 game like stretch where his quarterback ahead of him is
Yeah.
injured and he balls the fuck out.
Mm.
And then a team is like, all right, fuck it, let's take a chance on him. But aside from that, I don't think Locke gets a job from anyone
That
to
was
start.
really crazy. We didn't talk about it on the pod, but that was nuts. how
That
we
was
got
insane.
Them up on that last
Two.
drive.
Bro.
Two
92
dimes.
yards.
Absolute dimes.
Everyone was cooking Bradbury.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everyone was cooking
shit,
Bradbury.
man.
92 yards to Drew
Bro,
Lock.
you change your defense coordinator to fucking Matt Patricia, and he's playing man coverage against DK and JSN on the outside with James Bradbury. Come on, man.
Eagles.
James Bradbury gave up all of the completions on that drive.
Yeah, bro,
Eagles
with that
are
little
full
pencil
on.
in his ear, bro.
A
So corny.
little Bill over there.
Pencil and his fucking play sheets laminated.
Yeah.
It's like Bill, bro. He's trying so hard to be Belichick.
Yeah.
Trying so hard
All
to
right,
be
next up,
Belichick.
we got a Chris Bowl. Colts at the Falcons, man.
Colts are frauds. Falcons frauds. Well, they can't
I mean,
even be
frauds or
frauds.
they just
Aren't.
bad?
They can't even
They're
be
just
frauds.
bad.
The Colts
Did you
are
see what
frauds.
the Colts did to the Steelers, bro. Matt, do you know
What did
my
they do
par-
to Mitch Trubisky, bro?
You know what my parlay
What did they do to
was,
Mitch?
bro? Listen to this. My parlay was on Saturday when we went to Santa Con. Bengals money line.
Yeah.
Ty Chandler anytime touchdown.
I
score.
remember.
Ty Chandler scored the first touchdown. The Bengals won in overtime. We're at the bar. We just got in after waiting online for dumb long. We watched the fourth quarter on my phone online. The Bengals win. I'm fucking hyped.
No, we were watching the Bengals in the bar because we were
Like the
screaming
end
Bengals
when
money
we
line.
got
Yeah,
the end when we got
okay.
him. The end of the fourth
Yeah,
quarter in
right, right.
overtime. Bro, T. Higgins scored that touchdown.
That was nuts.
I'm going
Insane.
fucking wild.
That was
I'm hyped.
crazy.
All right, 2 legs down. Colts money line. Zach Moss anytime touchdown score. The Steelers scored 13 straight to start the game. I'm like, fuck, it's over. I'm gonna drink my sorrows away. And then Zach
What
Moss
did we ever-
scores. He gets injured on the play, but he fucking gets in there. He puts his life on the line for my fucking parlay, and he gets
For
it.
my parlay.
He gets in there, and then the Colts rattle off 30 unanswered and dominate and win.
Rest of the game, it was Trey Sermon.
Yeah, dominate.
Jesus Christ.
4 legs down. The next 2 legs, the final 2 legs. Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown score. It cashes. The final leg. We sweated all day. From the start of the day when we got to the bar
Chris, man.
to the end of the day when we were eating birria tacos at Hobro. Broncos money line.
I told you,
like
Chris.
a fucking fraud.
I told you, Chris. I texted you. I said, not Broncos money line. It's a get right game
I
for
just
Detroit.
I wanted to ride, bro.
Home after getting blown out.
I know. My mind is telling me that was stupid, but in that moment, I'd never go against my heart. You know, when I'm making my parlays, I go with my heart, and my heart told me I wanted to ride. So I sweated all day just to lose. 25 for 1.5K all day.
Hey, at least you didn't really sweat that game. Like it wasn't a close game. It was known.
Yeah.
It was known.
Yeah, it was right away.
It was known.
But with that said, I'm going to take the Falcons this week versus the Colts. I think the Falcons need it more, bro.
I think the Falcons run the
playoff-
shit out the ball. this
Playoff
week.
life is on the line. So
I agree. I think the Falcons win.
All right, so that's the end of the 1 o'clock slate. The 4 o'clock slate begins with the Jags at the Buccaneers.
A lot of people are on the Buccaneers this week, and by a lot of people, I mean the pick a side boys. They're on the Buccaneers this week. The Jags need it, bro.
Yep.
The Jags need it. They cannot lose this division.
Nope. Because if they do, it's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah. The Jags need it. I have to take the Jags. I would put a lot of money on the Jags.
I agree.
Might be the game I'm most confident in this week.
I'm with the Jags as well. I'm with Chris on this one. I think it's a bounce back for Trev and them boys.
Baker ain't letting it happen.
He's been awesome.
I love Baker.
He's been awesome. I give him credit.
Eagles don't want to see him in the first round.
Oh my God, bro, stop it.
All right, and this should be a fun one. Cowboys at Dolphins.
This is the game I'm looking forward to the most this week, and it's the bounce back week.
Yeah, it is.
Them boys are going into Miami and smacking them motherfucking Dolphins around.
Here's the thing. For the 5th time this year, I'm going to say this, but this time it's going to be true.
Oh, my God.
Tua is going to play a good game versus a really good team, and the Dolphins are finally going to beat a good team. It's simple. They've let us down so many times. They have to beat at least one good team. Why not the Cowboys? Why not?
You can't put on that performance that you just put on against the Bills and then come back and win the game.
Watch them.
Oh, because I guarantee you,
Listen, man.
4 touchdowns, Dak.
Because you know who else can't beat good teams? The Cowboys.
Listen, man.
But that's just not true.
They said all of this stuff
already
about
have.
Tua, but Tua doesn't care. What did he say? You could call me the worst player in the league. You could say I'm only good as Raheem Mostert allows me to be. You could say I'm only good when Jalen Waddle's in. You could say I'm only good when Tyreek's in. I don't care. Call me the worst football player in the league.
Cringe.
But no, that's the tribal chief.
Oh boy.
Like me, myself, actually. Me and Tua are one and the same. And he's gonna prove the doubters wrong this week. He's gonna actually be so good this week.
Your one's up.
So good. Yes, uno. He's going to be so good this week versus the Cowboys that he's going to put his name back in the MVP conversation.
What good teams have the Cowboys beat besides the Eagles?
None.
None.
Exactly.
You know, it doesn't matter. They beat one.
I guess. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, you know,
and it's going to be 2 this week.
Took them 2 times to do it.
It's going to be 2 this week.
Cancels out.
But
no, the Dolphins are taking this.
Only have one,
bro.
Only have one tribal chief, and it's Roman Reigns. It's not Tua Tagovailoa, bro. I'll tell you that much.
My tribal chief is Tyreek Hill, and he's gonna pick them apart. And I need Mostert to go off, so he's gonna do it because
need Mostert to go off.
Yeah,
please, Raheem.
Yeah, I have to beat Trunks. So fuck you, Trunks.
Trunks is playing Raheem in 2 leagues.
Raheem,
this week.
Yeah,
big time.
He's gonna get dicked down.
Big rooting against Raheem Mostert for Trunks.
He's gonna get dicked down. Okay. The next game is. Sorry, I have to emphasize that. Fucking Cardinals at Bears. Give me the Cardinals. Fuck it.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals too. This is gonna be the end of Justin Fields' experiment. This is
where they realize, like, okay,
this is. I mean, it should be over anyway, just because Caleb Williams is so generational, and if they have the chance to get that guy, you get that guy. But this is where they realize that it's over for Justin Fields.
Bears defense has been really good in recent weeks too.
Montez
Sweat is the difference maker that they needed all along.
Who would have knew, bro? So corny, bro. No, because then the fucking Commanders are gonna fucking give Brian Burns $100 million,
which just makes 0 sense.
Gonna be brain dead, but
I hope the Giants pay Brian Burns personally, but that'd be awesome. But I don't know, man. Fuck. I'm gonna take the Cardinals too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals too.
Did you guys see the
I think
the guy that tweeted to draft Caleb and Drake May and just he's like
whoever pans out,
one of them, and keep Fields, draft Drake, draft Caleb. One of them's got to work out.
Not
the worst strategy.
Trade Fields for a second and then just draft two receivers in the second round and figure it out from there.
Yeah, one of them's got to work out. All right, and then the
hit rate is 50%. So
yeah, the night game is Pats at Broncos.
That's disgusting.
I got the Broncos defense, so I'm going with the Broncos.
I have the Broncos defense as well in two of my leagues, one of which against Chris. So,
I'm gonna go with the Pats.
Knew that was coming,
bro. Oh my God! Please put on a show.
I need the Broncos defense to literally.
Is Ramondre playing?
Dumb. No, he's out.
Oh my God!
It's Zeke.
He's Zeke. Please.
Yeah, because in the cream paisans, I'm literally missing amazing name, by the way, Keenan Allen and Vermondre. So my second flex spot is down to Josh Downs, Jahan Dotson, Demario Douglas, or Dontavion Wicks. So please pray for me.
Yeah.
I was the 1 seed, by the way, or the 2, whatever.
Yeah.
So rough
Cool.
times,
All right.
times, man.
That's it for Christmas Eve. So Christmas Day, we have the Raiders at Chiefs kicking off at 1 p.m.
I'm picking the Chiefs. They don't lose to the Raiders.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Yeah, definitely not. The afternoon game is, oh boy, the Giants at the Eagles. It's the Eagles by a million.
Eagles need it so bad.
Yeah.
They
So
honestly will probably smack the
Yeah.
fuck out of us.
Yeah,
Probably,
Eagles
but
need
it's
it.
fine. What are we going to do?
So this is a get right game.
And then maybe the most anticipated game all year. Number 1 seed versus number 1 seed. Ravens at 49ers.
I'm gonna be dead honest. I don't think I've been more excited for a game in my life.
Oh, I agree. I have
In my life, in
I have
terms
Brock
of regular
Purdy,
season
Christian
football.
McCaffrey, and Brandon Ayuk again going against Trunk. So I will
All
live or
right.
die by them. But even outside of fantasy,
I'm even seeing all the highlights people are posting from the Super Bowl when they played, like to build
blackout.
up this game. Yeah,
Blackout. When Joe
the
Montana
Jacoby
cut the
Jones
lights.
fucking
Joe Flacco is elite game.
return, bro.
That was
Jacoby
crazy.
Jones.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
that was
109
nuts.
yards, right?
Yeah. Take the Ravens here.
I thought I was gonna be by myself picking them. I just have a feeling. Maybe not, because if the Ravens were fully healthy, I'd feel a little differently. Ronnie Stanley's been constantly dealing with injuries. Mark Andrews, obviously not gonna be playing. I want to pick the Ravens. Like, my heart really does want to pick the Ravens right now. My brain's telling me just pick the Niners because it makes the most sense right now. But
The
picking the
Niners
Niners.
they played maybe the other 2 best teams in the league, in the Eagles and Cowboys, and blew the fuck out of them. So
they
blew them.
good.
Yeah, he
they
really blew them.
good.
They really blew them.
Yeah.
They did it.
Yeah, they did. And
So do they blow Lamar or do they blow Lamar?
they're gonna blow Lamar's back out.
Yeah, you think so?
I don't know that it's gonna be a smoke show, but the Niners are gonna win. How do you bet against 49ers right now? I don't care who it is. And if they win this game, they shouldn't even have to play a playoff game.
I don't know, man. They struggle with guys like Kyler Murray. Lamar's Kyler on fucking severe amounts of HGH.
Yeah,
So I don't know. And this defense is so legit on the Ravens side of the ball, but
bro, you
it's
got
going to be a super fun
Debo's
one.
out there. Debo Samuel runs like a crackhead. He just can't be caught.
Yeah, but these Baltimore corners can tackle. And these Baltimore safeties can tackle. And these Baltimore linebackers are the 2 most
I don't
athletic
know. I don't
in the
disagree,
league. Like,
but I don't know.
I want to pick as I said, I want to pick the Ravens, but I just
If there's a
right
team
now.
that's going to beat the 49ers, you hope it's the Ravens.
Yes.
'Cause, like I said, other than that, if they don't win this game, if they lose this game by a lot, then yeah,
they were my
give the-
Super Bowl pick.
put the
man.
Niners in
Like,
the Super Bowl.
I'm a rock. I want to ride the Ravens in this game, but I just can't. Niners are going to win it,
yeah, I'm going.
and it'll be close. I think it'll be close. That'll be a fun one. It's a hell of a way to cap off Week 16,
yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Hell of a way to cap off Week 16.
Hell of a
There's
way to
some
cap off
great
Christmas.
ones. There's some real great ones this week. But then, like, Christmas Eve and Christmas especially, has 2 shit games to start.
Oh yeah,
And then this great game. Today, we have a similar situation, no? Who's playing the nightcap tonight? I forgot.
Bengals and it's What did we just say?
We just said Bengals Steelers was the
Steelers,
morning. I mean,
and
not the
Bills
morning.
Chargers.
It's only those 2. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so whack. It's such ass football today. Fuck. It is what it is, man. But yeah. So all right. Now we've talked about sports.
a lot about
We've
sports,
talked a lot about sports.
but now it's the most wonderful time of the year. God damn it!
Mhm.
The most wonderful time of the year. You know, Michael Bublé blasting on those speakers.
Yep.
Mariah Carey singing "All I Want for Christmas Is You." You got Wham whamming out with Last Christmas. So you know what? Why not do a Christmas songs draft?
Talk to
So, who wants the first pick? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna crown myself with the first pick on
me.
this
Yeah,
one.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna crown myself with the first pick on this one. So should I do a more like a different intro, like drafting our favorite Christmas songs of all time? Yeah, we can do that. Drafting our favorite Christmas songs of all time. All right. with the first pick, my personal favorite Christmas song, I just mentioned it. It's Wham! Last Christmas. Last Christmas is a fucking classic. I could listen to that shit year round. It's that good of a song. Will I? No, because I hate doing that. But that's my favorite Christmas song by far. So Wham! Last Christmas.
Chris, you want the next pick or I'll take it?
You can take it.
Man, there's two that you know what? I'm gonna take the obvious one. It's Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. I mean, come on. That's a gem.
Bro, you hear those first few notes.
Exactly, yeah.
And you know what time of the year.
When the clock strikes 12 on December 1st, you are gonna hear Mariah
I'm gonna
Carey.
be dead honest with you. I'm a right after Thanksgiving. I know
Sure.
some people are November 1st,
sure.
which I don't like.
Exactly.
How are you November 1st? I'm a right after Thanksgiving. I don't know about you guys. I'm a right
Mariah
after
Carey,
Thanksgiving.
You go into Kmart. What do you hear? I don't even know if Kmart's around anymore. Yeah. Shout out Kmart. But Mariah Carey. Go ahead, Chris.
All right.
Back to backs.
All right. With my next pick, I'm going to take this one right here by Bruce Springsteen. Santa Claus is coming to town.
That's a classic.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
It's the
And then
vigor with
yes. Oh my God.
And then
he's
he
so
hits,
good with
he
it.
hits
the
a
boss.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Like,
And
come
he's
on,
like
bro.
talking in the
That's really
background
good
of
stuff.
some of
That's
it.
really
Like
good
he's
stuff.
just having a grand old time with it. Yeah.
And then my back to back, gotta take this one. It really sets the mood for Christmas evening with some cookies. I feel like the song goes perfect with Christmas evening.
Mm.
Santa baby.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Santa baby.
That's amazing.
All right, my next pick. I'm gonna take Feliz Navidad.
Shut up,
An all-time
my
classic.
stepdad. Let's go.
An all-time classic. I mean, it's like if you ask someone who doesn't speak Spanish to say something in Spanish, they're gonna say "Hola," or they're gonna say "Feliz."
Feliz Navidad. Yep,
Yep.
100%.
Classic.
For me, this is one of the first Christmas songs I put on come holiday time. It's more of a sad one, but I love this song. Please Come Home for Christmas by the Eagles. That's one of my favorite Christmas songs of all time. So I have a back-to-back here, right? All right. This is a good vibes one. Shout out Paul McCartney. Wonderful Christmas Time is a fire-ass song. That's my other one that I'm going to pick for my favorite Christmas songs of all time.
Which
my
one?
top
I'm sorry.
3. Wonderful Christmas Time, Paul McCartney.
Okay.
Simply having
Oh yeah, that's a classic. My next one. This might be my favorite Christmas song. I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus by
great
the Jackson
song.
5.
It's a
Love
great
that one.
song.
That's a good one.
I posed this. I'll talk about it after because it's a bit extensive. But go ahead.
How many picks are we doing?
5.
We'll do 5 each.
5? All right.
Yeah.
So with this pick, I'm going to take It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year.
Facts.
Ding dong. And then, man, this is so fucking tough.
Oh.
I have one that I know I'm going to take at 5, and I know you guys aren't going to take it. So I'm going to save that for 5.
I have one that I'm absolutely taking next, and I hope it's not going to steal it from you.
No. Oh,
Banger
this
right
one.
there.
Not this one. Well,
That's a
my next
banger.
pick, I'm gonna take Grandma Got Run Over by
fuck,
a
I love that
Reindeer.
song, bro.
I don't know how you guys are missing one
Fuck.
key song.
I might
It's
take it here.
crazy.
With my next pick, it might not be because there's so many. With my next pick, I'm gonna select Jingle Bell Rock.
That's a good.
That's
Yeah,
like-
that was
the
one of the
classic,
two.
yeah.
That was
It's like
one of the
classic
two. Yes.
Christmas song. Come on.
Okay. So for me, my last 2 picks. How the hell is Rocking Around the Christmas Tree not selected by now? By Brenda Lee, bro. Oh my God, what a classic that one is. You hear it on
Yeah, that's a
TikTok
good one.
sometimes too. That's a great song.
Yeah.
And then for me, man, this one's tough. Like I'm between a few of these. Okay, all right. This one's so good because her voice is fucking beautiful. This isn't one that people are gonna select, but I love this song, Snowman by Sia.
Ooh, okay.
That song,
Let's go.
her fucking voice in that song is immaculate, and it makes me almost want to cry. So that's why I picked that song as well. That's my 5.
My next, I have 2 more picks. Oh, this is my last one, right? No, I picked 4 songs. This is my last pick, right?
You have one more. This is your last pick.
My last pick is going to be.
Wait, I think. Yeah.
My last pick is going to be "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas,"
It's a good one.
specifically by Frank Sinatra,
Yeah.
That's a good one.
legend.
My last pick. Arguably my favorite of all time, just because it has the movie to go with it, and this isn't just one singular artist; it's a trio, a group, and this is Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yes.
Christmas don't be late.
Oh man.
Me, I
Oh my God, that's
wanna
such a good one. That's such a good one, bro.
Or the Alvin. Okay. That's
Oh,
a
man.
great fucking song, man. Christmas music is awesome.
Yeah.
It really is. So like if we want to run through our picks.
Yeah, I honestly don't even remember what I picked.
All right, then forget it. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I had a good draft.
I love my
I
love
damn
my
good
draft. If I had to listen to just these 5 for the entirety, I'd be very happy,
Yeah.
to be honest.
All
All right.
I
That was
got
fun.
something that Trunks actually sent us in
Yeah,
a group
yeah, yeah.
chat,
That's
so we
fine.
could just hit it. Who wins this 5v5 snowball fight? So the first team is LeBron, KD, Jalen Brunson, Jimmy Butler, and Jokic versus Steph Curry, Luka, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid. This is posted by SportsCenter. Shout out to them. Obviously, they don't need a shout out, but
All right.
I'm gonna go with the second team. I think Steph Curry has a really good arm. I think Luka has a good arm, and I think Giannis and Embiid will throw those snowballs with force.
I disagree.
Uh.
So the 2 best passers in this graphic are on the top, right? Like LeBron and Nikola Jokic are the 2 best passers in this, in my personal opinion. Luka's right there.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I get that. But I would argue those are the 2 best passers. And then Jimmy Butler's a great passer. And then Jalen Brunson and Kevin Durant. I think LeBron's got a fucking cannon. So does
Yeah.
Jokic. We've seen Jokic's full court touch
Yeah.
passes too. I think them 2 alone are
but
gonna
I think
end shit for people.
I think part of this is being elusive and
Right.
avoiding the snowballs.
I'm gonna also take Team 1 because, first of all, like you said about elusive, Team 2's got a lot of mass. Embiid's a big boy.
Yeah, but they
Giannis is a
can
big boy.
move.
They can move, but
Luka's a little tubby.
Brunson's gonna
little tubby.
bob and weave as the smallest guy there. LeBron's gonna take a lot of the defensive attention as he usually does. You got Jokic. I mean, Jokic ain't
Have you
moving
seen
slow.
Jimmy Butler
And I
run
think-
routes,
Yeah,
bro?
I think Jimmy
Come on.
Butler is gonna take this personal. He's gonna want to win this thing. KD's got those long ass arms and he's so skinny.
I don't know, man. Me personally, I think Steph's the MVP, and I think he's going to backpack and lead his team to victory. I think Steph's going to be a snowball savant.
I think Jimmy Butler really is going to just hate people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jimmy
he's
Butler's
going to
just gonna take
start
it personal.
doming mad
I
people.
totally
Like,
agree.
he's going to take that shit personally for sure. No, that's cool. I like this graphic.
Yeah.
Shout out SportsCenter, man.
Yeah.
Shout out SportsCenter.
All right, I have a TikTok. This should be a fun one. This is. Hang on, let me get myself together here. How do I say this?
That's
Oh.
how you say it. Yeah.
Blind rank these NBA memes from the 2010s.
All right.
All right. So first off, we have. Let's see. Which one do I want to do first? These were everywhere, bro. Back in the day, making fun of LeBron's hairline. Started from the bottom. Now we here.
I rank these memes.
That's a good one.
That's a solid one, but like I'm not.
Normally, we start with 3. I'm not going to lie. I think we put that one at 4.
I was thinking 4 or 5
I
too.
think 4 is a good spot.
4 is a safe spot
Leave
for that
5
one.
open just in case.
Yes.
but-
Yeah. Fair.
This next
Fair.
one, maybe the most classic of them all. Katie and James Harden.
Oh,
Mom
bro.
made pizza rolls.
I almost want to put hi mom. I almost want to put that at 1. But like I'd be cool with a 2. It can't go lower than 2 though. It needs to be one of the top 2. Cuz that used to be one of my favorite memes of all time.
Bro, that shit used to be.
Yeah, I think we have to put it at 1, bro. That one really made its way around.
Cuz like if I was having a
mom-made pizza
sleepover,
rolls, yeah.
like if someone was sleeping over my house like 11, I'm like Yo, that's the meme.
These just, like,
that's
now,
the fucking meme.
These are just like, if you weren't around in this era, you don't think these are funny at all.
No,
But like back in the day, bro, these were the shit.
because like if we're being honest, the memes now are like superior, I guess.
Of course, yeah.
But it's just like these
Bro,
are
they
so
get-
simplistic.
They get AI generated images of AD flipping burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
Like
compete.
these are so simplistic that it's why it's funny. Like this
Yeah.
generation isn't gonna
These were the
find it as funny.
foundation.
This was our child. Like these
Yeah.
are our childhood memes.
So the next three all got the same guy in them, but here's the first one. It's Kobe Bryant being a ball hog.
rebound.
That was
Yeah.
a classic one that was floating around there all the
That
time.
was a good one.
What
I like
put it
that one
at?
at 3. Actually, maybe that's
I think that's 5.
Maybe
bro.
that
I'm
is
not gonna
5.
lie.
I wouldn't have put
He also said that there's more Kobe memes too. I think Kobe. I feel like he's gonna put the one with the controller,
yes.
pass,
Yes,
the only pass button.
The only pass. Yeah. I mean,
don't know.
every button is shoot. Like every button is shoot.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of Kobe memes, just to make sure we don't.
I'm
Mess this up.
fine with putting it at 5, and we live with the results.
All right, yeah.
I'm fine with putting it at 5.
All right. So you have what, 2 and 3 open?
Yeah.
Okay. So first one is this one. They're all just about Kobe being like every Kobe meme out there was just
6-0, that's my
Kobe
boy.
being a ball hog.
That's 3 in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll put that.
That's
at
3.
That one probably should have been 5. I'm not gonna lie.
It was with Melo scoring 62 points with 0 assists.
yeah, right. For people in chat. And then there's this one. It's a little more
Whenever
involved.
the meetings, I set my phone to Melo mode. Why? No ring. Too far, Kobe. Too
Oh, yeah.
far. That's
These
2.
are
That's
great,
That's
bro.
two.
These are
We killed that
one's
one.
The
about
no
Kobe being a
ring
ball hog.
memes used to be
Yeah.
so good,
No
bro.
ring.
With LeBron,
Yeah.
that used to be the elite ones.
Yeah,
Those
like
were
I said,
funny.
if you weren't around in that era, you're probably like,
Yeah,
those are
those
fucking
are good.
stupid. But
No, those are great.
they
Those
were
are great
they're
memes.
classics.
Those are like the OG templates.
Yeah.
Those are the OG meme
Yeah.
templates, man. Back when
Alright.
it was like Angry Cat was like a fucking
Oh my
meme.
god, Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy
whatever
Cat.
was.
There it is. Grumpy Cat. Yes.
What a time.
Yeah.
Alright, we got anything else?
Yeah, I got a few.
Okay.
All right. Blind ranking these NBA Christmas Day jerseys.
I had the same one.
Ooh.
I didn't finish it for whatever reason. but I
Yeah,
had
let
the
me
same
just
thing.
make sure I have a good list. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I don't leave any like important ones out.
I was gonna say something and I just
Full
completely.
sleazy joints, right?
You ever just?
Okay, yeah. So there's
Yeah.
5 of them. All right. So the first one I'm gonna do is 24.
Dean just pops up. Sorry.
First one is 2014. The jerseys with the first names on the bottom. You know, the ones like this. They had
Yeah.
the logo of the team, not the word
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
middle,
and
and then
under-
they had the patch underneath their number on the back with their first name.
That's comfortably 4 or 5 for me. I think 4 because there might be one worse. But I'm gonna go 4.
I'd be fine with 4.
All right. Next one, simple but maybe effective. Just the jerseys with the snowflake patch.
It was like
Do
your,
we have a
your
picture of
regular
this?
jersey
Yeah.
just with a snowflake on it.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'll show you.
That might be. There's just like other creative ones. It's just not that creative.
There have been some beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Christmas
saying.
jerseys.
So that's
Like-
5, right?
Oh, that's not creative at all.
Yeah, exactly.
That's 5. They
yeah,
didn't do anything with it.
easily.
Yeah, I think this list is kind of gonna write itself. I think you guys will.
You got to switch it up. You got to do something for it to be a Christmas jersey.
All right, the next one, the big ass logos and big ass sleeves, the short sleeves.
was the one I
with
was
the
thinking
big
of.
Oh my
logos.
god, those are so funny.
That's
That was the one LeBron ripped up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
right. Yeah.
That's three.
That's 3. I think so. Yeah.
Then the next one, this is calling it the monochrome colors.
Mm.
I mean, you guys will see a picture on the TikTok, so you guys will know. But these ones from 2012.
There's one that
I
I'm
like
thinking
those.
of, so I'll put those at 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
those are two.
bodied the list. The last one is the one that they're calling the Christmas cards with the script letters.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's the exact
number
jersey
1.
that I was
Yeah.
thinking for number
Yeah,
1.
yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
number
you
1.
Those
guys-
are gorgeous.
You guys bodied the list.
Let's go.
All
Body.
right.
We're 2 for 2 with these
Yeah.
lists today.
My last thing, it should be quick. Guess this NBA player based on their stats on Christmas Day. So this player's played in 3 Christmas games. He's 2-1. His stats in those games, I won't even give you the averages. I'll just give you the stats for all 3 games. So the first game versus the Pacers, 43 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, shot 50% from 3. These are just some random stats that I'm reading on Reddit. The second game versus the Pistons, 46 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, 54% from the field. And the third game versus the Cavs, 41 points,
Jesus.
8 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 steals, 52% from the field.
God.
So the averages on Christmas Day are 43.3 points, 7.7 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 2 steals, and a block on 49, 44, 80 splits in 3 games played.
This is the NBA?
This guy fucking loves Christmas. Jesus.
Yeah. I'll give you guys this. It was a former player.
Okay.
Former player. Like, he's not in the league
Retired,
anymore.
okay.
Yeah. Retired player. Yeah.
Jeez.
Who were the 3 opponents again? Pacers.
Pacers, Pistons, and Cavs.
He only played 3 times.
All
which
3
means it's
East.
probably
so it had to
not
be
a
East.
mega star. Because mega star,
Yes.
big time stars play more on Christmas.
Yes. Or a big time team.
But it's a guy who
Right.
averaged 40 in
Right.
those games.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably
It
not.
can't
a
be the
big-time
Lakers.
team.
Can't be the
Yeah,
Celtics.
exactly.
Not going to be the Knicks.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh boy.
I was gonna say Vince, but like, there's no way he only played 3 times.
He played 22 years
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm
basketball,
saying.
bro.
It's not Vince, but that you're on the right track.
Part of me's thinking it's T-Mac.
Yeah, Tracy McGrady.
It's T-Mac, obviously. My
Yeah.
favorite player of all time.
Oh, it's not
No,
T-Mac.
it was
T-Mac's
We
on it.
have the
Yeah,
T-Mac
he's
jersey somewhere over there.
Yeah.
He's somewhere over
That's
there.
all I got.
Wow. That was a good one. That's a
fun one.
fucking nutty ass
Well,
stat
there was
line.
the one
for Christmas.
versus the
43.
Cavs where him and LeBron were like really going at it. I think it was
T-Mac was really like that.
05 maybe.
T-Mac
Maybe
was him.
LeBron's second year, bro.
T-Mac was the like ideal second guy to be on a championship team. Like I really do think that.
dude was one of the best.
He was-
players ever.
I'm not disagreeing
His
with
peak-
that,
Yeah,
but,
I get
like,
what you mean.
But like
Archetype wise,
yes.
yeah.
like he would have been the perfect his archetype lends to a first option, but it just never worked out with T-Mac because of injuries and stuff like that. So that's some ridiculous.
It was actually 2003.
LeBron's rookie year.
Wow. I didn't know that was LeBron's rookie year.
That's
nuts.
crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Just goes to
T-Mac
show.
had 41, 11, and 8, and LeBron had 34 and 6.
Just goes to show that LeBron was different the second he stepped foot
Yeah, no
onto
problems
an
with that
NBA
score.
court.
30 on Christmas 20 years later.
About to score it again. Fucking
Uh-huh.
crazy, man.
All right.
Oh
We got
boy.
anything else?
No, I think that's it, right?
yeah.
All right.
What a time, man. That was a fun one.
For everyone who made it this far, thank you. Like we said in the beginning, consistency's been off. Should get better. We're aiming for Tuesday and Thursday
It should be
nights
Tuesday and
for
Thursday
right
nights.
now.
Yeah.
For right now, so we'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully more consistency, but thanks for rocking with us. It's a shame Sleazy didn't make it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I understand. Need that Christmas Day haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
first
for
time,
sure.
yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all if y'all stuck around. Follow us on all of our socials. And with that, ball game.